einmal ein Wort Deutsch reden, gar nichts. Komplett unverständlich reden die.
Gar nichts.
Gar nichts.
Grüß Gott, you lovely people of Austria. I am Jake Moss. I am sitting in the studio today with not only my co-host Gabriel Schaffler.
Hallo, hallo.
Hello.
Gott.
But also the extremely talented DJ and sound producer. He does produce sound, music producer and sound engineer. And this guy is an all-round sound scientist, Nima Yahya.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir. We have.
Nice to be here.
Hello,
Is it really though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
Sure, 100%.
I'm gonna ask you half an hour in. Welcome to the Worst Guide, the TVG.
Der TVG-Gang, hallo und
Podcast.
herzlich willkommen. Ich sage auch an der Stelle hallo und herzlich willkommen. TWG-Gang da draußen. What's poppin', yo? Ich werde immer aggressiver, wenn dem... Mann, Nima, freut mich, dass du da bist. Und du bist unser erster Gast.
Danke.
Der Jacob ist nervös,
Freut
ich
mich
nicht.
I'm not nervous.
Ich auch nicht.
I know Nima will perform at his best.
Und ich nicht, oder wie?
I know he'll raise this podcast up to what it should be.
Ja, ich habe auf jeden Fall ultra Bock schon auf heute, auf euch zwei Hübschen. Ich habe mir nämlich gleich, ja, damit wir hier nicht so cringig herumreden, ich habe mir gleich von letzter Woche, wir haben letzte Woche über den Trevi-Brunnen gesprochen, erinnerst du dich?
Na?
Nicht?
Yeah.
Doch, also...
The Trevi Fountain.
Kennst du den Trevi-Brunnen in Rom?
The Trevi Fountain the Trevi Fountain.
Fountain.
The fountain in Rome. Like this big ass fountain in the middle of Rome, and people throw coins in it.
And those coins bring luck, right?
Yeah,
ja.
Okay.
Sure they do.
Ja, genau.
go
Also
there
da
then.
stehen halt extrem viele Menschen vor einem wunderschönen Brunnen in Rom
Okay.
und schmeißen die ganze Zeit Münzen rein, Geld rein. Ja?
Wow.
Und das soll so praktisch Glück bringen. Ja?
We should set up a fountain like that in front of the worst agency.
Ja,
People
eigentlich
just
eine
throw
gute
coins
Idee.
in there. We won't have to work
ja, eigentlich
anymore.
eine gute Idee so. Oder vor DJs könnte man auch so einfach so einen Brunnen oder so ein Tip-Basket, Trinkgeld.
Yeah.
Actually, being a
one.
DJ, do you think this is a good idea? Why don't DJs have tip baskets?
Why don't we?
Other
Really?
musicians do, no?
Ja,
Like they pass around the hat. You could pass around, I don't know.
Yeah. We
the-
can do it in a modern
champagne
way. You know?
bucket.
You can just put your card over there, you know, like
have
digital.
have wireless payment systems for your
Yeah.
tip jar.
can you
That's
pass
a
me
good
some
idea.
Bitcoins?
Yeah, you can give tips in crypto. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, aber bevor wir abdriften, Leute.
Okay,
also das ist ein
Entschuldige.
Brunnen, ja, und viele Menschen werfen da Geld rein. Und ich habe jetzt gleich als Aufwärmspiel eine Frage an euch. Was glaubt ihr denn, wie viel Euro kommt da am Tag zusammen?
Wait a second. This means that you actually did some research.
Mann, ich bin vorbereitet und
You did
nicht
some
nur das,
preparation.
lieber Jacob, ich habe keine Kosten und Mühen gescheut, den Gewinner dieses Quizzes zu belohnen. Es gibt einen Preis.
Yeah?
Es
Is it
gibt
all
einen
the
Preis.
coins from
Von
last
einem
year?
Tag, ganz genau.
From last year in the
Yeah.
Trevi Fountain? You're gonna pay us how much exactly the amount?
Es gibt einen Preis.
Okay.
Ja, zu viel verrate ich noch nicht. Das ist auf jeden Fall wirklich, also, ist ein guter Preis. Den hätte ich eigentlich selber gern.
Okay.
Und-
Nima can go first. Nima can guess first because he's the guest and I'm
Ja,
the polite.
Aber vielleicht,
Kleine
ja.
Guy.
Aber es ist wirklich ein großer Brunnen, weltbekannt. Viele Menschen, Touristen schmeißen da Geld rein.
In a year, you're saying?
Nein, am Tag.
In a
Ah.
day.
Oder wollen
Right?
wollt ihr
Ja.
es im Jahr machen? Machen wir es im Jahr vielleicht.
No, we'll do it in a
go
day.
with a day.
Okay.
That's harder.
Yeah.
In a day, I would say just coins, right?
Only coins.
All right. So €2 or like, I would go for $1 million.
$1 million a day.
A million a day?
Yeah.
Puh, okay, das ist hoch, Bruder.
Well, there's a lot of tourists.
Yeah,
Ja,
you said so many people.
Ja,
and
das
like-
stimmt schon.
Don't
das stimmt
shame
schon.
our guest for his guess, man.
Nein, nicht. Aber ich dachte gerade selber, wie
It's a guest guess.
viel Metall wäre das wohl?
Ach so.
1 Million Euro in Münzen nur. Das sind ja Tonnen.
Yeah. I would see. I was a cheap bastard when I went there. I just threw in 20 cents, you know.
Gott,
So I would
hast
say
du-
on average.
Coin is coin,
What
no? Luck is luck.
I still get the luck. I'm only paying 20 cents. That guy just threw in €2, sucker.
Well, I calculated with 2 euros.
Okay, but that's because you're a classy guy, Nima. Like,
Okay, aber
I would say 10,000.
okay, 10.000.
Yeah.
Ich gebe dir noch eine Chance. 1 Million ist wirklich zu viel.
Ja, bitte.
Ist wirklich zu
Bitte,
viel.
ja.
1 Million ist auf jeden Fall zu viel. Okay, 10.000 von Jacob ist eingeloggt.
That was the locking sound, I think.
Ganz genau.
Thank you, Gabriel.
10,000. I would go for 200,000.
Okay, 200.000.
Wow.
Krass. Okay. Seid ihr bereit?
Are we going to put like a drum roll in this part of the
Seid ihr
podcast?
bereit? Der Gewinner darf dann den Preis aus meiner Tasche ziehen. Ja?
I'm not putting my hand in that bag.
Doch, doch. Es sind keine Eier dieses Mal. Es sind keine warmen Eier dieses Mal von Ostern.
Oh my.
Also Leute, 10.000 Jacob, 200.000 Nima und die richtige Antwort ist 4.000 Euro am Tag.
Echt?
Ja. 4.000 Euro am Tag.
Wow.
Gratis für die Stadt Rom, durchschnittlich.
Mhm.
Das sind 1,4 Millionen im Jahr.
And so the city of Rome gets to take that
Ja.
money.
Ja, aber die machen, also so steht es zumindest da, die machen halt so, ja, also die verbraten das jetzt nicht für irgendwas, sondern ich glaube Restauration und für solche Geschichten wird das Geld verwendet.
Wow.
Wow, I was too far from reality.
Yeah, we're in the wrong business.
We should make the pot bigger, you know, like
Ja,
they
oder vielleicht verdienst du so viel als DJ, dass so 4.000 nichts ist. Nein. Es ist eh schwer zu erraten, weil, weißt du, manche Pisser wie der Jacob nur 20 Cent. Wenn jeder 2 Euro, dann kommt sicher richtig viel zusammen. Aber
No,
es gibt
the
sicher welche,
others are pisser. I get the luck for a cheaper price.
ja.
Because I was born lucky.
Disgustable, würde ich sagen. So, schneller Preis, würde ich sagen.
Oh, here's the prize.
Hier, Jacob.
What is it? It's going to be like a stuffed
It's-
teddy bear or something.
Nein, Alter.
he's
Es ist eh
had
gleich
since
da.
he was a kid.
looks
musst-
heavy.
Hier, das erste, ja, das gleich. Also, Jacob.
Okay, so people that
Ja,
are outside of this room, which is pretty much everybody listening, I guess. Maybe one of us will listen to this afterwards. It's Brathuhn Gewurzsalz from Cantani. Cantagni. You even got this for free, didn't you?
Na.
You spoke them into sponsoring this
Das
one
stimmt
packet
nicht,
of
das stimmt
Brathuhn. Mate, I will think of you when I make my next roast chicken.
Das ist
And I
gut.
sprinkle it over with the swan hand, you know, the
Ja.
sprinkling over with the swan.
Salt Bay.
Yeah, exactly. I'll think of you.
Ich dachte mir, jeder braucht gutes Brathuhn-Gewürz zu Hause, ja.
Ja.
Das kann man ja auch für nicht
Yeah,
tierische Produkte nehmen.
yeah. I
Das ist ein
think
geiles
I'm-
Gewürz.
I think
Gratuliere.
I think I'm going to throw this in the next, the closest fountain I see. What a shitty prize.
Überhaupt nicht. Naja.
Nima, you should have thought twice before coming on this
Yeah.
podcast.
You have
Ja,
another
wirklich.
challenge?
Now he's on. Now he wants to win.
Nima's hungry for a prize.
Ja.
No, I'm just like I was too far. Like I'm thinking, why did you say in a million? Why did you say 2,000, 200,000?
Ja, ich weiß eh.
But anyway, distractions aside, Gabriel, distractions aside, Ablenkungen. How are you, Nima?
Very good.
Yeah?
I'm fine.
You're back on
extremely-
you're back on the decks.
I'm back on track, back in the deck from the first day after the pandemic, and everything's going well.
Yeah.
Even more than I expected, actually.
Yeah? What do
Yeah.
you mean by that?
Like I just thought, like, okay, everything's coming to happening one by one,
Yeah.
and like slowly.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like really everything's coming back. Like the organizers, the clubbing, the everything's like bam, like
Yeah.
with the fast speed. Because I think maybe they have this fear, or like there is the risk that it's gonna be closed again or something like that. So they're
Ja,
pushing.
ja.
They're pushing.
Aber ich glaube, dass die Angst ist schon durchaus gerechtfertigt, oder? Man weiß ja nicht, was im Herbst oder Winter passieren wird. Aber ich finde es irrsinnig mal gut, dass jetzt die Leute wieder ausgehen und Partys machen und feiern.
Well, people are hungry, no?
Ja.
Yeah.
Ich glaube, die
How-
Clubs sind immer voll, oder?
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
So, by the way, to give you context, Nima is like he's often at the All Club. No, that's where you're often on the
Exactly,
decks. Yeah.
yeah.
So pretty much resident DJ there. And where else can we catch you?
Yeah, actually, every Saturday I'm playing at O Club
Mhm.
as the resident, and other events are every first Thursday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So every month, like once a month. For the whole year, I'm having an event in Termela.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a silent spa in Termela, but we have like
Well,
this
it's not very
event.
silent.
We break the rules once a month. And it's gonna be like I'm playing more like chill out music.
Yeah.
They're getting we serve wine in the water for the guests, and it's really everybody likes it. So
Wouldn't it be awesome if they filled the whole pool up with wine?
I think that's
Boah, Alter, das wäre krass. Das wäre ein krasses Wochenende. Das wäre
Grüne Veltliner. A pool of Grüne Veltliner.
Ja, aber wie fett ist das in der Therme aufzulegen? Das ist ja urcool.
It's really cool.
Stelle ich
Ja,
mir ultra
it's
nice
really-
vor.
it's really
Und danach
nice.
treffen sich dann alle nach dem DJ-Gig in der Sauna. Nachbesprechung dann.
Nein, danach it's like everybody goes to sleep and like as I said, it's like chill out.
Okay,
Imagine, but that's a great idea. A
Yeah.
DJ in the sauna.
Boah, na, ich glaube, die Technik wird
That's
kaputt.
gonna be like sweating all the time.
Ja, ja.
DJ passes out on the second set.
It's very, very
Beim
fun.
zweiten Aufguss. Ich sag dir, kein DJ hält das 3 Aufgüsse auf.
And he's got to sit up the top where it's super
Boah.
hot, where it's the hottest
Und dann
spot.
kommst du, Jacob, immer nackt rein. Kennst du das, wenn sie mit dem
The
Hand...
towel, yeah, yeah. I
Kennst
love
du
that
das?
moment.
Ja,
And everybody's clapping.
ja, und weil er peitscht dann auch so in die Luft.
Yeah,
Kennst du
yeah.
das?
So anybody that's never been in a sauna here in Austria, you got to do it. It's an amazing experience. Have you been in Nima?
I didn't try it yet actually.
No? You
I
got to
was-
do it next time you're there. It's a really interesting experience, especially if you're from a country where you don't so often get naked so comfortably in front of strangers.
Yeah, I mean, I passed by
Yeah.
like 1 time, 2 times, and I was like curious. I was
3
like,
times? 4
just
times?
looking and passing by, and I was like, oh, I didn't have the balls to go in
What
yet.
is
you know?
this big thing? Oh God, sorry.
Yes, you should be sorry.
Yeah.
But I was just to quickly explain. So you go in there, and sometimes in these saunas,
Ja.
there's a moment where an Aufguss, what do they call them? A
Aufguss,
Saunameister
Ja,
comes in,
Saunameister, ja.
and they do an Aufguss, and they really, like, people get super excited in the sauna. Everybody's sitting around. It's usually very crowded and sweaty.
Ja.
I just had to stop after picturing that for a second. And so this Saunameister,
Saunameister, ja.
see, that could be your DJ name
Yeah.
if you go in the sauna.
Oh, nice.
Saunameister. Anyway, and they go in there and they start pushing around the hot air with the towel, and they really do it in a whole show. Like it's
Ja,
full on.
aber zuerst kommt ja Wasser drauf, auf die heißen Steine.
Ja,
und
that's
das
true.
ist oft mit so einem Öl,
yeah.
oder?
Yeah,
So irgendwie.
yeah, with a scent, like scented oil.
Ja,
no?
genau.
Yeah.
Ja.
And then they whip around the towel so everybody gets a blast of hot wind, and then everybody claps.
Ja.
Oh.
Okay, das Klappen habe ich noch nie gesehen.
Yeah, yeah. And then like all the older dudes in there, like the really Austrian ones, will start with their
Yeah.
jokes, you know. Everybody in the sauna has to listen
Sounds
to it.
like a party.
Yeah,
Ja, aber man
it's
muss schon...
definitely some kind of party, Nima.
Aber man muss auch sagen, es sind auch echt viele Weirdos drinnen. Also ich war auch schon mit vielen Weirdos in der Sauna. Ist so... Ja, man muss Glück haben, sage ich, mit den Leuten dort.
Yeah.
Aber es war ein netter Sprung vom DJ in die Sauna.
Maybe we should do it.
Yeah. But what is it like? So that would be my first question, and I've been busting to ask a DJ this question. Are people different, like in the audience, like in the crowd, in terms of the vibes you're getting from them? Like especially on these first weekends when it opens up, are people really like losing their shit on the dance floor, humping poles and
I
don't
would
know.
say yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what you see from up
Absolutely.
there is a very much more enthusiastic crowd than 2019.
Usually you see all the faces, you see all the, but usually it's different. You see different vibes from
Mhm.
different people.
Mhm.
But there's also one which is like the total vibration, like
Mhm.
which is with the total crowd, with the whole crowd. And there, I would say, yeah, after the pandemic, it was really different. Like in the total vibration was really like happening, and like,
Yeah.
and DJs, we DJs, we were like sweating and working, like it was that kind of like overworking.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? We were jumping and like it was full and like everybody was enjoying, like they thought they didn't know when they were going to have it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
And what was the feeling like when you first stepped up to the deck again after, what was it, a year of clubs being closed last time? What was
so
that
lange.
feeling like? Did you feel like you were, I don't know, some massive star that's like returning for the first time after a long time.
To be honest, it was like a dream because I missed it so much.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like I couldn't believe it at first. Like, oh yeah, this is happening again.
Yeah.
And like I was so in love and I was extremely happy, but also, to be honest, a little bit nervous as well because, you know, when you don't practice for a year, you don't play anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a little bit, you know. But we DJs, because we play all the time, there's no such thing as being nervous for us. Like, we go with the flow and everything's fine always. But, you know, after a year, there was a little bit like this feeling there, like when you want to step on. But also it was the time to, because we had a lot of time to like make new like remixes and like new stuff for them. So we had time to come up with new updates and everything. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
A little bit stressful, but also extremely happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. And you're playing in performing in one of the clubs, like would I say up and coming? Like, it's been up and coming because it only turned up shortly before the pandemic, no?
Yeah.
Like, All Club was only just opened in 2019. And it started to get big acts in and started to really hype.
Exactly.
Ja, die hatten doch nur zwei, 3 Wochenende offen, der O-Club, gell? Und dann sofort, Mann, so viel Pech musst du mal haben, wirklich ganz schlimm. Da gab es ja 2, glaube ich sogar.
It was a little bit more.
Okay.
But the story is true.
Ja.
And they were doing good. They were doing good. They were booking all the like good DJs and they were planning very good. But suddenly it hits.
Ja.
Haben nicht die Alten von der Prater-Sauna das gemacht?
No.
Nicht?
No.
Nicht, okay. Okay, ja, dann war es vielleicht ein anderer Club. Weil es haben zu der Zeit ein paar Clubs, glaube ich, aufgemacht.
Yeah.
You mean Horst?
Na, nicht Horst, das hat dazu gemacht. Das war vor der Pandemie. Es war der O-Club und dann noch Praterstraße.
Yeah, the Praterstraße is
Die
now
auch.
open. Yeah, that's still open.
Das stimmt, ja.
But they also bought, the All Club bought Grelle Farelle, no?
Yeah.
Ah, wirklich? No shit,
Ja.
okay.
Yeah, that's
They
big.
just bought it. Yeah.
They just bought it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
Verkauft.
like. They're doing really good.
Ja, so wie so ein Elon Musk-Move gemacht praktisch.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Krass.
Yeah, has anybody bought a social media platform this week?
Ich nicht.
No?
Aber vielleicht nächste Woche.
TikTok,
Nee.
Instagram? Which one would you buy if you could buy a social media platform?
If I could buy,
Yeah.
I would go for Instagram for sure.
Yeah?
Echt?
Ja.
Echt?
Ja.
Warum?
Because I only use that.
Okay, ich verstehe.
No, I'm not really into TikTok and like Facebook, and I don't really check it out.
Ja, man, Facebook ist auch wirklich tot. Muss man echt sagen. Also das sind ja wirklich...
Like my notifications are from months ago,
Ja.
and like just
Ich verwende Facebook auch eigentlich nur noch für Geburtstage, zum sehen, wer wann Geburtstag hat.
Yeah.
Das ist mein so Geburtstagskalender
Yeah, yeah.
von deinen Freunden.
Yeah.
Und Veranstaltungskalender. Ich finde, es ist ein guter Veranstaltungskalender.
yeah.
And to speak to your mom or your oma, no?
Nah,
'Cause that's
die
who's
haben
on
alle kein
Facebook now.
Facebook.
No?
Nein.
'Cause
Mein
it's
Vater hat
really
Instagram,
populated
das
by the...
war's.
Because it's known now as the population is senior.
Ja, aber wenn dann da. Aber du siehst es ja auch beim Algorithmus, da ist ja in unserem Alter ist ja nichts mehr los. Also ich würde, also wenn ich jetzt eine Firma aufmachen würde, würde ich, glaube ich, auch auf Facebook scheißen und sagen, naja, oder?
Actually, now I'm thinking now the only reason I check Facebook is to just see the information and details of the happening events.
But that's
Yeah,
funny.
that's it.
That's so common though. Like, everybody's just using it as an event platform
Yeah.
to know what events are happening.
Ja.
Yeah, that's interesting. You should just look out on
Ich
Vienna
wollte gerade sagen, oder natürlich diese brillante Instagram-Seite Vienna Würstelstand.
Do you even know the name?
Sicher, Mann. Ich bin wie immer vorbereitet. Ja.
Sicher, man.
So, ich habe aber auch ein paar Fragen. Und zwar,
You don't get any questions in this.
doch, Alter, du nimmst dir schon, breitest dich hier gut aus, Kollege. Ich würde gern wissen, für mich kommt es nämlich so vor als im Club, weil du hast ja früher echt regelmäßig täglich fast aufgelegt oder halt wöchentlich, ja. Einerseits, da muss ich ja, so wie du gesagt hast, viel Energie aufgestaut haben, wenn man ein Jahr nicht arbeiten
Ja.
darf praktisch. Da muss doch so viel Energy,
Yeah.
also bei Männern heißt es, ja, keine Ahnung, kennst du Blue Balls?
Yeah, you would have had DJ blue balls.
DJ Blue Balls.
Because you wouldn't, like, blue balls is when you haven't engaged in sexual intercourse or masturbated in a long time,
Oh yeah.
and so you backed up, so
What was that? Blue what?
blue balls.
Blue balls.
So you would have the equivalent of DJ Blue Balls.
Wow. Yeah.
I,
That's a good comparison, but I gotta say I've learned a new thing. Blue balls. Yeah.
So,
please don't take away
Yeah,
that
no,
as you're learning
I'll
from
take
the
that.
worst guide.
but I loved how you translated it.
It gets super awkward in my chair.
You know when you pause, you know.
yeah. It was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's probably so much energy left. You know.
It is still. I'm telling
It's
you.
still, right?
Still.
Like
Like
be blasting it out for
yeah. Like today is Friday. I can't wait for tomorrow. You see.
yeah.
I see, yeah.
yeah.
You're on the you're performing tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the old club?
Every Saturday.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fantastic. Oh yeah,
And
you
like-
said that. I should listen, no?
You listen again to
Yeah.
the podcast, right?
Aber Nami, ich würde wissen, weil mir ist das nämlich auch total aufgefallen beim Ausgehen selber, dass sich das Publikum hat sich verändert. Finde ich total. Es ist einfach viel jünger geworden.
Mhm.
Weißt du, was ich meine?
Nine. Can you
Is-
say that in
is so?
English as well?
Ah, okay.
I mean-
So I meant,
The audience got younger.
yeah, the audience got younger. So for me, my first experiences in clubs now after the lockdown, right? I don't know. The audience is way more younger than before.
You know why that is? Because everybody's been drinking less and exercising more over the pandemic.
Yeah.
So they all look younger. They all got 3 years back of
No,
their
no, no.
lives.
No,
They're
no,
like,
no.
We're aging in reverse because of the pandemic.
No, I don't think so. I think actually also friends in my circle in my age, I'm 26, they're not going so
Hard
more
anymore.
often out. You know, oh Gott.
It's okay. Go back to German.
Ich bin gerade in 2 Sprachen gefangen. Ja. Mit wem rede ich jetzt mit dir? Mit
This
dem
is your
Australier
life.
Deutsch?
This is your life.
Und mit,
Na, alles okay. Ich verstehe.
but do you
Aber-
know what I mean? So,
Ja.
for example, I was in Prater Sauna and I
Is
talked
this a
with
question
a girl.
or are you just going to keep talking?
No, there's one more example.
Okay.
So I was at Prater Sauna and I talked with a girl and then she asked me how old I am. I said 26, why? 1995. And she said, I'm 2002.
Wow.
She was born in 2002?
Ja.
Wow.
Und das ist krass, Mann, weil die sind 20 so.
Yeah.
Ja.
Did you feel old?
Ja, total, Mann.
But you're not old, mate.
Danke.
Nah, actually, I like these kind of conversations. You know, I would say yeah. Like there are very younger generations also coming, but I'm not saying that it's more young people. It's the same thing in my opinion, but I wouldn't say more young people are coming, but it's just mixed. But I would see also people which are really young and they just got like 18, 19 and they're just like doing hardcore clubbing.
Mhm.
And it's just nice because between my sets or after my set, I'm always talking to people. I'm always going to different floors, talking to them, get to know connections. That's me.
So you go out to the
Of course.
dance floor after you've done a set? Do
Exactly.
you like jump in sometimes?
Yeah.
Crowd
And usually
surf?
when I come down, there are a bunch of people who'd like to talk to you
Yeah?
and they come. Yeah. So,
Man, you're a rock star.
nah, not yet.
Well, you're a rock star to me.
But I'd love to communicate with people.
Yeah.
And that's why, and it's always some people they want to talk to, and then if not, then I want to talk to many people. And
Yeah.
when I walk and just go around, there's always communication. So in that case, which the communication you had, you felt a little bit uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because she said, I'm 2002, you know, like this sassy...
And then she just walked off.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, wait a minute, I'm 26, I'm not old.
Oh, I'm 2002.
No, actually, I would join
Yeah,
it.
Walked.
she just stood up and walked away.
I would love that though.
No,
I would
you-
want to. I would really want to talk to that girl further if somebody did that to me.
It's actually nice. You shouldn't like compare yourself or like I would join them. I would join the group and like talk to them. I'm 32.
Yeah.
You see, like I'm even older. So,
Yeah.
but I never feel that way.
But what do they talk to you about when you come down from the set? Do they ask you about your music, or what do they talk to you about?
Yeah, usually it depends on the time. If it's like early,
Yeah.
we just talk about like the music and who I am and what I'm doing here, where I'm from, and because I have a different face and like. But if it's too late, they're probably drunk and just like, random talks. As you know.
They just ask you for drugs.
You're a DJ. You must have drugs.
Exactly.
I get that question a lot, actually.
Really?
And I don't know why people ask that. Like, I go to toilet, for example, and the guy is like, "Oh, you're the DJ, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He says he don't say, "Hey, nice music." Say, "Where can I buy drugs?" I'm like, "Bro, why do you ask me?"
I think because you know more people, or people in higher positions in the club. Also, I don't know, backstage, and they think, okay.
You
Yeah,
got the
but-
connects.
But I
Exactly.
tell them always, like,
I've
"Bro,
heard that.
you will not find it here. It's not possible. You find," and it's true.
Yeah.
In O Club, for example, you will never find anyone who sells Dragos. Like, I've never seen.
Yeah.
And it's
They sell it outside.
really, they just think that, I told them, you want to buy it, you buy it outside and then come in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the way it should be. Like, you ask
Yeah.
me, and don't go ask around from manager. Like, you don't know who's you're bumping to.
You're
like,
getting the
That's actually right.
You're getting the questions so often. You started
So
researching. And you're like you're like a tour guide now
Yeah.
in the club.
Now you're already.
A drunk tour guide.
Yeah.
So you want to go outside.
Yeah.
You want to take a right, and in front of this old antique store, there's a guy, lovely fellow.
Yeah.
His name is Hans.
Yeah.
He's gonna sell you
And
some
his trench coat
lovely-
is always dirty. And he.
That's like, I would say they got used to it, because
Yeah.
I would really say in O Club, you will not find something. But like, when before, I remember in Prater Sauna, it's like you go in, there's a bunch of like, you see, like you just have to look.
Yeah.
But it's not like that in clubs like O. It's
Yeah.
not like that. Like, it's been a long time I haven't visited Prater Sauna, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
since the last time we went there. But
Yeah. Yeah, cool. You must, but do you feel like really powerful up there because you're like the one manipulating? Okay, let's rather say inspiring the audience in the directions they should go, like as in with the dancing and the mood and all this sort of stuff. You're really, from what I understand, talking to you in previous conversations, you take it really seriously how the music affects the people in the audience, and you really do it on the spot. You go with the flow, and you're watching the audience and paying attention to how they're doing. And if you feel like they need a lift, you take them on that ride
exactly.
with the music. How do you feel up there?
Look, actually, that's how it should be. That's what we should, as DJs, we should focus on. Like, because there are some people, they just come and they just wanna be there. They just wanna have this like this feeling that you're up on stage. You're on the center of attention, and they play what they want. Like, they don't pay attention to the people. But I would say two really important things is one is to get connected to the people when you're on stage, and second is to go with the flow with what they want. So I was years ago, before I come to Austria, I was in Kuala Lumpur, and there I was in the clubs there. I was challenging myself. Like, that was kind of like I made these challenges for myself to, if somebody's coming in or to my dance floor, because there were like other floors too.
I love how you call it your dance floor. This is cool.
That's
I
like
would love that.
my territory there.
so
You
cool.
see.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
the challenge was that I have to play the set the way that if you're coming in, you shouldn't leave.
Yeah.
And I want to bring more people from other floors to my floor.
Nice, man.
So that's how I practice with myself for years.
Yeah.
So now in this scene, I can do it very good,
Ja.
and I can see it.
Also du schaust dir dann wirklich die Leute an, die reinkommen
Exactly.
und sagst, okay, du kleiner Motherfucker, du bewegst jetzt deine Beine.
Yeah, genau. And they lock the doors.
Ja. Gott, Mann.
You are mine now.
Sperrt die Türen zu!
But
Na, aber ich finde, das ist eine gute Strategie. Auf
And
jeden
that's
Fall.
why
Damit
I
challenged
really-
man sich selber ja auch.
Exactly.
Total.
And then I got a master in it. So nowadays I can really, and not just that, and now I look into the eyes of not just in the front row,
Yeah.
but I'm like even communicating like with the guy at back. Like, if he's really having the vibe, I give back that vibe. I'm like, hey, you, I point at him and I just raise my hand or just get a communication, a body talk or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with many people during my set, I'm doing this all the time. That's why I get so many friends, and like they follow me, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the flow is happening. is alive.
Yeah,
it's
you're
not just
communicating.
music and
Yeah.
like going, coming. Like the DJ is not looking at the people and just playing and like looking at the clock. It's never like that.
Yeah.
During my set.
Yeah, there's nothing like a room that's all in this space together. They're just feeling the whole, the freedom
Exactly.
that comes from a space like that, like a dance floor, and the DJ's really invested in them. There's nothing like that feeling when you know everybody in that room is there with you. And they're bouncing, not because the DJ tells them to bounce, but they bounce because they want to, like they can't hold themselves back. you know?
Ja, ich finde es schön, wie du lächelst, währenddessen du das erzählst.
Yeah,
Du hast
because I
schöne
love
Erinnerungen
it.
dran.
I
Ja.
love it. This is electric. That must be really exciting for you.
It is
Yeah.
good. And I tell you, there is some moments that everybody's united.
Yeah.
Because like the drop is coming, we're building up, and then I look at everybody who I got connected already, and I'm like, listen, it's coming, and they get all together, they get to the same boat,
Yeah.
and then when the drop comes,
Have you ever
The
held
whole
off on
floor-
the drop just to keep everybody like,
exactly,
back to that?
Ja.
Well, it does all come
Aber
back
es-
to sex in the club.
Aber das
doesn't it?
finde ich cool, weil ich kenne auch DJs, die sind viel mehr fokussiert auf ihre Playlist. Also auf ihr Set. Die gar nicht so in die Menge schauen, sondern wirklich perfekte Übergänge machen wollen und ein perfektes Produkt abgeben wollen. Und du sagst ja eher, dass das dieses DJ-Ding auch mehr so, nicht Animateur, aber halt so mit der Menge gemeinsam irgendwie Good Time haben.
Ja,
aber ihr
ja.
kennt sicher auch die DJs,
Ja.
die so voll nur auf die Mucke
Yeah.
konzentriert
But
sind.
you, as a comedian, you would also have had this experience where you're watching the crowd and you're very sensitive to how the crowd is moving,
Ja.
and you would then adjust your set with them, no? Like, or-
Ja, aber es gibt genauso Comedians, die wirklich ihr Ding runterrattern
Yeah.
und dann manchmal aufgeschmissen sind, wenn Zwischenrufe kommen oder irgendwie.
Yeah. They're like,
Aber,
"Here, swallow
aber bei
it."
Comedians gibt es ja auch eher dann wirklich auch Crowdwork. Also wo
Ja.
du ja gezielt mit
Ja.
dem Publikum auch. Das geht ja nicht beim DJ-Ding.
Yeah.
Also beim DJ-Ding, beim Auflegen, ja.
Well, you
Oder?
could turn it down, just turn the music down and start talking with them.
Scream it down, scream it
Excuse me,
down.
would you like more?
Yeah.
Would you like more bass in it?
But luckily you're at that stadium when no random people come to you and have a wish for him.
dude, that's
Alright.
happening a lot too.
No.
Even I'm like some meters higher, but
Really?
they still come and they don't leave. They will never
I
leave you
wouldn't-
alone.
I
imagining-
did that with 14 at, I don't know, Skikurs,
Yeah.
I did that there at the, I don't know, Bauern disco.
Can you play Bon Jovi?
Yeah, exactly. But I would
Living on
never,
a prayer.
I would never go to a DJ who get money for that and say, "Yo, play Beyonce."
That is on a podium.
Yeah.
That is obviously much more superior to you. You should not be asking for details.
I mean, if it's related, it's not. I would say it's not really nice to just go to the DJ and tell him what to do,
Yeah.
or because you have a wish. Like if you want to listen to everybody, then it's not my set then.
Yeah.
But also, it's okay. Still, it's okay if it's related to what we're playing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I'm playing techno and somebody comes and asks for Ricky Martin, like, come on, bro, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just mix that in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an easy
Yeah.
transition. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Yeah, I can imagine. But you would be, as the friendly guy you are, I could imagine you're letting them down really softly, no? Or
Yeah,
you just
look-
pretend not to hear them.
No,
yeah, I
I
would do that. I would definitely do that. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Yeah.
No, sometimes it's annoying because I'm actually building up something and
Yeah.
I'm making a moment and I'm reaching there and they keep talking. I'm like, bro, and it's so loud there and I can't, and they talk so loud in my ear and I'm like, bro, I can't really hear you. Write
Yeah.
it for me at least.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And they keep still coming and bend over and shout and like, and I can't focus on what I'm doing. You see,
Yeah.
that's annoying part. But usually I'm nice and I ask them if I don't have it. I said, sorry, I don't have it. And of course they expect me to download it over there in the same moment, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not possible
Yeah, just-
Man,
because
Just let me
Was haben
download
die
some Shakira.
Ja. Und du, sorry, ich hab kein WLAN. Egal, ich mach den Hotspot, Bro.
yeah, this girl was like,
Stell
oh,
dir das vor, Mann.
like
Wenn
I'm
er schon
not
so sein Handy zückt und dir dein das WLAN-Passwort zeigt.
I'm not connected. I'm not online right now, you see. And the girl was, oh, can't you just get it right now? And I'm like, No, I can't. But I promise you something. If it's a good one, like because I know a lot of songs, I promise you for next time I will download that. I put it in my playlist.
Yeah.
That happens
Das ist
too.
eh schon super lieb. Nicht mal das würde ich machen. Ich würde sagen, Mann, verpiss dich, Bro, ich arbeite. Aber ich wäre vielleicht auch kein netter DJ.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, but you asked them to write it down. Have you ever had somebody actually write it down on a piece of paper?
They
They're, like,
always
putting out
do
a
it.
pad?
I think like, okay, if I say that, maybe they just say, forget it.
Yeah.
But they go to the bar, they come in a paper and like, or on their phone, they just do it.
And they give you their phone.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then I'm like, I take a picture of it.
Yeah.
But it happens that I have it and it's related. It's like, if it's okay, then
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
If I can do it, why not? We're partying together.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I
of
do
course.
it. It happens like, I would say like 40% of the times. It's related. The guy is not just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And he knows what he wants and it's related and I have it and I'm like doing it.
Yeah. Well, one thing before, because we've got a bunch of so the poll questions that we ask every week, we're going to jump to them in a second. It's all related to nightlife,
Yeah.
party. But one question I wanted to just pose to everybody in this room: how has partying changed since coming back? Like, so it hasn't been back long in 2022. It
Yeah.
only opened up again in March in clubs.
Ja.
How's it changed? Because we had that curfew before. I think it was still midnight. But what are the small things that have changed in terms of where people are in bars also?
Okay, also du meinst jetzt
In general, in nightlife.
nicht die Leute.
In terms of how people socialize.
Ja.
Like, I, for one, I still have this thing, like this, not anxiety, but this thing like, like, shouldn't we be wearing masks? Shouldn't we be distancing?
Ja.
Like, but I don't do it,
That-
obviously, because, you have this, but yeah.
Ich hatte das in der Arena zum Beispiel, weißt du, wo ich war auf einem Konzert letzte Woche oder vorletzte, keine Ahnung, auf jeden Fall, da hatte niemand eine Maske und es war so voll irgendwie, okay, shit. Also im positiven Sinne, aber man muss sich voll drauf einstellen wieder, weil es so,
Ja.
so ein automatisches Ding schon ist. Man hat das so automatisiert, die Maske aufzusetzen. Und im Club schweißgebadet neben Leuten zu stehen, ist natürlich dann nochmal eine ganz andere Liga bei Tröpfcheninfektionen.
Yeah.
Aber wie hat sich's geändert, Mann? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich war gestern auf einer Bootsparty, das fand ich fett.
Okay, so you're gonna have to expand on that. You were on a boat party.
Ja, aber das können wir mit einer Frage von mir verknüpfen. Und zwar, was war denn die coolste Location, wo ihr jemals Party gemacht habt? Wisst ihr? Oder wo du aufgelegt hast? The coolest, nicest place.
Coolest, nicest place.
You don't
It was,
need to,
no, since you said both,
Ja.
I remember the both. It was really nice. But also I had something, it was not in Austria, but it was on a helipad
Oh, fuck, man,
on
nice.
Kuala Lumpur. That was really nice.
Wie, du
And
warst...
was there a helicopter on the helipad?
No. It was
Somebody
just
somebody was landing and you were
I
playing
was
a
in the
set?
middle. I was in the middle of the helipad.
That's so cool.
Someone just drawed an H on a big stone. Man, that's the helipad, bro.
All these helicopters were confused. But that's cool.
Actually, to be honest, I tried to make this happen also in
Vienna.
Vienna. I've been around. I've been asking all these companies. I was in Google Earth looking for helipads in Vienna. I found them all. I target them. I went to talk. I was emailing, but they won't give it to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Mann, ich sagte, bei uns ist da echt noch der Stock im Arsch drin.
Yeah.
Wisst ihr, was ich meine?
But we'll just we'll take Gabriel's idea. We'll just make a helipad.
Ja.
We'll just paint
That's
it
more
on the
likely.
ground at Stephansplatz.
Ja. Boah. Das wäre auch krass. Stell dir mal vor, so am Altar, der DJ.
Oh man. Well, in
Stephansdom,
I've
yeah.
been to parties in a church before you, and it's amazing. the
Bullshit,
sound.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, no. In Adelaide, where I come from, in Australia,
Yeah.
there's one club that's based in a church, an old church, because we
Crazy.
all left God a long time ago in Australia.
Yeah, we know that for
We're all
sure.
godless people.
Ja, we know that. Okay, krass, Alter. Org. Wie ist das, in der Kirche Party zu machen? Wie ist der Sound?
It feels the same as any other party,
Yeah.
to be honest, because you're drinking, you're doing the same stuff,
Yeah.
but the sound, you notice that the sound is different. Like,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, that was my question in
Yeah.
the church because there's this
because churches were
huge
made.
feedback.
Yeah, but the churches were made to amplify sound because obviously they didn't have microphones back in the day when God became a thing.
Ja.
So
I'm wondering how much headache you had the next day.
but the it was just different. It was echoey, It was such a large space.
Of course,
space, Yeah.
Hat jemand eine Orgel geballert, gespielt?
That would be awesome.
Das wäre krass, Mann.
But there are these posters around town at the moment that says electric church, and it's got a church on it, and it looks like an electric party, like a electronic music party. But I don't know if that's happening in Vienna or anything. If anybody knows, write us a message on Instagram.
But boat parties are super nice too. I definitely like that.
So tell us about your boat party, and was it one of these little boats on the Danube?
Nein.
With the slide on it?
Ausgeborgt, mit der Plastikpalme drauf.
Yeah, exactly.
Bei der Donaumarie. Es war auf der MS Stadt Wien. Ist jetzt ein neues Partyboot. Ich glaube, das ist ziemlich fett. Dort war es ziemlich nice. Und du fährst halt, es ist urschön am Kanal oder auf der Donau da. Und wenn da gute Musik ist mit DJs und du trinkst, gestern war noch schöner Sonnenuntergang. Das ist schon ein Special-Ding am Wasser.
Did anybody jump in?
No. Unfortunately. Lucky.
I had the same experience. In 2019, before the pandemic. It was with the True You group. It was a fashion label, and I played on a boat. They rented the boat, and
this is still a fashion label, no? This is a Viennese or Austrian-based fashion label. True You, it's called.
Yeah,
True You.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they organized a really, really nice party on the boat, and I was playing there. And this experience was also in Vienna. For me, that was the best. I would say.
But yeah, as you said, I don't. Oh, sorry.
That's disgusting.
No. Yeah, sorry. I'm a human being, Jacob, okay? I'm a human being. It's allowed to burp.
There's something on the mic now.
To
It's disgusting.
To burp.
Moving on.
Ja, das in Wien Problem, diese ganzen behördlichen Dinge, dass du oft irgendwie keine geilen Locations irgendwie machen kannst, irgendwie, weil halt irgendwie, keine Ahnung, brandschutzmäßig das nicht geht oder irgendwie hier fehlt eine Toilette für die Mitarbeiter und deswegen kann der Club nicht aufgesperrt werden und wisst ihr, was ich meine?
Yeah. Where did people go to the toilet on the helipad?
Ja.
Oh, there in that event they made some under the helipad, something like that. There were some toilets.
Dixie-Klo.
There were toilets.
Yeah, there were. I mean,
I like
you can't
you
piss.
said it so reassuring.
Yeah.
Like it was on top of a skyscraper and people were pissing off the edge.
Yeah.
People squatting over the edge.
That's called scenic piss, my friend.
You've never pissed with such a view.
No.
Okay, should we go to the polls?
Pause?
The polls. The questions that we asked our audience.
Naja, das sind aber viele
Wait,
Fragen.
we didn't answer your question yet. Your last question.
Which one? What's changed?
Ja.
Yeah, Gabriel kind of just wanted to jump ahead. It was such a good question.
It's good.
Ja, stimmt, du hast recht, Entschuldige.
He wanted to take me down with it.
Okay, Mann, was hat sich geändert?
I would say, look, I think streaming became more likely during the pandemic. People got more into streaming. Yeah. During the quarantine, like this Netflix. Time,
okay, you mean movies.
Yeah. And also, no, streaming, like live streaming, the DJs, and
wirklich?
Okay. I've been doing that too. So I was like, playing online with no crowd, like it was a little bit weird, but when it got more, like we got used to it. And also, I would say what changes. Outdoor events became more likely as well. Like because locations and organizers, even the clubs, they were more thinking about open space, is better. Like they're thinking about it more.
Okay,
I would say.
Yeah, that's true. There's been much more, especially last summer when it opened up again. There were a lot more open air events than the year before, like 2019.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have you got Corona?
Are you alive?
Right now?
Na, Mann, ich habe kein Corona. Ich habe einfach trockenen Hals.
Okay.
Ja, Outdoor, da gebe ich dir auf jeden Fall recht. Und das finde ich aber auch nice und das kann man echt ausbauen, mehr. Das ist noch mehr Ich glaube, die Leute wollen auch nicht mehr so viel wegen Corona, ohne Masken.
Ja.
Fühlt man sich einfach entspannter draußen. Und habe ich jetzt doch gerade viel mehr Lust drauf.
Yeah.
Weil du warst so viel zu Hause.
I was relieved to see that people haven't forgot how to, socialize. It was pretty like everybody was back to smashing their faces together, sharing bodily fluids as much as possible. It wasn't really, people weren't holding back. And I was wondering during the whole time of these lockdowns, will it change how we socialized with each other?
Und? Wie findest du?
Because people started doing this funny handshakes and shit. And I thought, okay, will this mean that our human contact will change in the space of, clubs, for example, because it's a space where we're typically quite intimate with people, strangers that we don't know, or that we just met 10 minutes ago. And I don't feel like that changed. I feel like that actually came back. People knew what to do as soon as they got back in the club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would say also it's like that's us humans, we need it. We need to. I mean, I see in the club like even strangers they're hugging each other. They're they talk more. They missed it. Like this is
That's
something
true. They missed it.
This will never change, I would say.
Das glaube ich auch nicht. Und die Leute trinken dann auch sofort wieder aus demselben Getränk und teilen sich die Dinge.
Ja.
Alles wird geteilt.
Alles.
Na, aber ich glaube, wie du sagst, das ist auch eher so ein instinktives menschliches Verhalten, dass du irgendwie, weißt, wir sind ja keine Alleingänger.
Did any clubs close? No.
In total, you mean?
During the pandemic years, there haven't been any that closed yet. It may by the end of 2022, because obviously the government's been subsidizing a lot of the stuff while it was closed. But I think we're still to see what effects it will have on Vienna's nightlife in general in terms of how many clubs die.
Ja, ich glaube, es wird sich erst zeigen. Ich weiß nicht, ob irgendwas direkt gestorben ist. Also ein Club ich weiß, ein paar Clubs, kleinere, haben sicher viel damit zu kämpfen. Ich meine, es ist schon viel zu finanzieren. Wie heißen die?
Werkzeug, ja.
Werkzeug,
das Werk, Entschuldigung.
Ja, die haben ja Crowdfunding oder sowas gemacht irgendwie oder halt GoFunders irgendwie.
They got super creative during the lockdown.
Die waren wirklich, muss man sagen, die haben es echt 1A gemacht.
Because they opened a shiny garden and really put a lot of emphasis on their kind of events outside.
Ja.
That was one example. Das Werk, no? The canal, yeah.
Ja, die haben das echt gut gemacht, muss man sagen. Ja,
yeah.
Ja, und ich meine sonst, keine Ahnung, du bist halt irgendwie... Du brauchst schon irgendwo, glaube ich, einen finanziellen Polster, weil sonst, das kannst du dir nicht leisten. Du kannst dir auch nicht die Angestellten leisten, wenn du kein Geld verdienst, auf Dauer.
Yeah, but everything like this was subsidized at the time. That's why I think we'll see the effects of it later. Like, I think a lot of restaurants and bars that were doing pretty average actually might have had a good time during the shutdown because they had this support from the government, I think we'll still see afterwards. Not that I'm saying the government did the right thing in supporting all of them, but I think there's a lot that will close down after that support is cut off.
Ja, glaube ich auch. Und es war auch auf jeden Fall, das waren ja die ersten, die zumachen mussten und es werden auch die letzten sein, die aufsperren jetzt halt in dem Fall. Clubs ist halt einfach, da kommen Menschen zusammen, da spucken sich die Leute ins Gesicht, näher halt, ihr wisst, was ich meine.
Yeah.
Klassischer Freitag Darkroom Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But you know what I mean, halt.
What on the weekend, Gabriel?
Ja. Huh?
But there's been a couple of clubs open as well.
Was
like Praterstraße.
Ja. Was mir aufgefallen ist, diese Sex-Positive-Partys kommen total gerade.
Yeah, but that's because I think... And
but why?
It jumps on the back of Nima's comment. People have missed it so much that these sex-positive parties... people are expressing how much they missed touching and being together, like that's true though. They've really popped up a lot more over those years as well.
Have you guys been on a sex positive party so far, Nima?
No, but I will follow.
Yeah. I mean, I think Grelle Forelle macht das.
The hausgemacht parties, you mean?
Das kann sein, ja. Echt, sind die sex positive?
Yeah, they're sex positive.
Warst du dort schon? Du sprichst das
I was at Hausgemacht, but I was more at, so I've been to a couple, but in Sydney. This was it was a different kind of.
You mean right away, straightforward in the Sydney style?
No, like this was this has nothing to do with pandemic days.
Yeah.
This is not pandemic sex. Party.
Oh, Mann.
These aren't Corona sharing.
Yeah,
This was before that, so.
Okay, aber du glaubst, dadurch werden die Leute irgendwie
Yeah, and I think
noch mehr...
Like everybody talked about during the pandemic, everybody was like, oh, is it going to be like the 20s? You know, after the what came out, so the plague. No.
Ja.
The plague
Was?
was-
In den 20ern war da
No,
nicht
the
die...
war, you know, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they were talking
Yeah.
about, is it going to
The
be like the
20s.
20s where everybody went wild, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the 20s
No,
right
definitely
now.
not. Shit
Especially
20s.
with there's a war on the
Yeah.
doorstep, so, you know, but I feel that people definitely have an urge to hump each other.
Mm-hmm. Hump each other.
As they always have. But maybe even more so. in
Ich glaube, die
public.
Leute werden immer Sex
And
haben.
they feel
weil-
freer. I think people have like, what do you got to lose?
Das habe ich auch gehört, dass man sich einfach, es ist nicht wirklich, man muss nicht sofort miteinander schlafen so irgendwie, aber man
Ja.
ist einfach so entspannter,
Yeah.
weil alle irgendwie nackt sind. Oder nicht nackt, aber halt in sexy Outfits oder halt irgendwie leicht bekleidet. Ne?
Yeah. And maybe we learned from the pandemic that like, why have we got all these inhibitions? Why don't we just, like when we're facing this situation now where we're all locked up inside, or not locked up, but maybe, I don't know, like bored out of our brains because we haven't got all these little joys in life that came out of socializing with each other. Like, why did we have all these inhibitions before? Let's throw them all out the window and go nuts.
Ja, Mann. Ja, Mann. Oh.
Yeah, man.
It's so true.
Ich muss es
yeah.
mir auf jeden Fall mal anschauen. Ich bin curious. Curious. Ja.
You see,
Yeah,
it,
they're not just about sex
Yeah.
either, it's about freedom. Like
Jake is going wild. He has sometimes his moments when
I'm glad we
it comes
segued.
up there.
I'm glad we segued into sex positive parties. Now, my theory
Yeah.
on sex.
Wait, now
on
that's
sex is-
your speech now. Go on, Jake.
I'm not going to do a speech. I'm going to bring us back. Like
It's
the
about
professional-
freedom.
Freedom.
Las Vegas.
No,
No.
George Michael.
Freedom. Ja, Freedom.
I won't let you go.
Okay,
Freedom.
gute Scheibe.
Gute Scheibe.
Okay, Pause oder Fragen gleich?
Fragen.
Okay, passt.
Well, the listeners don't need a pause. Do we need a pause?
no,
I didn't think so.
you're enjoying.
Super. Ich
Nima
auch
ist-
nicht, mir egal.
Nima is full of energy.
Gut, also bevor wir mit den Fragen, also wir fragen immer die Community viele Fragen und da es ist eigentlich so eine Art Entweder-Oder. Dieses Mal
I'm
haben wir
only going
aber
to
auch...
keep the best ones in this one because there was
Genau.
a lot of questions this time.
Ja, fix. Also es ist eine Art Umfrage auf Instagram und wir müssen auch raten, wer für was gestimmt hat praktisch.
Ja.
Aber bevor wir das alles machen,
We've got a jingle.
ist natürlich wieder Zeit.
Custom made.
Kinder, kommt rein ins Haus jetzt, hört auf zum Spülen. Die neuen Fragen sind da. Und ihr wisst ja, am Montag wird immer diskutiert.
He was like, didn't expect the elephant.
Ja, Mann, ich bin auch DJ. So schaut's aus.
That was nice.
Danke.
Yeah, really. I really liked it.
Yeah, you should have seen him training the dog to do the dog part.
Mann, ich bin mit dem Hund 15 Minuten vor meinem scheiß Computer gesessen
Nur 15
und
Minuten?
hab die Takte immer geklopft, dass er genau richtig bellt.
Pulled on the dog's tail each
Ja.
time.
Du Idiot, Mann. Stell dir vor, die haben das
Okay.
früher wirklich so gemacht. Sie haben einfach, wir brauchen hier mehr Tiere.
Yeah, before we had all these sound effects.
Ja.
Nima knows all about this. I want to get more into that later. But anyway, the questions or the surveys that we put to the audience, I'm going to speed read through some of them because they're still interesting. Like, for example, this one. Okay, WG house parties, so, you know, shared apartment parties versus a club night. Which one's the go? Which one's better? Which one do you enjoy more?
Ich bin Hausparty. Ich mag Homepartys mehr. Ja.
I'm the club guy.
Yeah, I expected that. Kind of guessed that. But
I love crowd, you see.
the winner, which one do you think most people...
Hausparty, fix. Ich kenne die WienerInnen. Ich kenne die Leute.
Yeah.
Ja.
The people of Austria have spoken. 76% prefer house
Das
parties.
ist die Gemütlichkeit
24.
in Österreich. Verstehst du?
Really?
Das ist die Gemütlichkeit.
You know what's missing in a club? And Lena, my colleague here, smart person, she said, had the great idea, why don't we have a room with beds in it at a club where you can go for a nap midway through the night? Genius.
Damn.
Because that introduces the comfiness of a WG house party.
Yeah,
'Cause I go take naps in people's rooms at house parties.
I agree, but there are clubs with beds. Definitely.
Yeah, but they're for other
Yeah.
purposes. They're not for sleeping. It's not like
It's
nap
for
time.
chilling, man,
This
for
is the nap
chilling.
room. Imagine you
The
had
nap
like one of
room.
these rooms, Nima. You could do it, like create the sound for it. Well, you've got sound therapy in one of the rooms
Oh yeah.
off of the like main.
But the
dance
question
floor.
is, does anyone goes to that room during the like in the middle of the clubbing and like
I think
know,
they will, but I don't think they'll be.
who wants
wanting-
to?
I don't think they'll be looking for sound therapy nap time.
Ja.
I think they'll be looking for sexy time.
Ja, glaube ich auch eher.
Ja.
Okay, ja. Aber es gibt doch wirklich, Homepartys, es gibt doch richtig nice Homepartys.
Ja.
Ich war auf Homepartys, Mann, da waren DJs, da waren Dancefloors, aber es war trotzdem eine Wohnung und das war nice. Wisst ihr, was ich meine?
Was it in the club?
Nein, Mann, die fetteste Homeparty, wo ich war, das war eine zweistöckige Wohnung mit 2 Floors, DJs, 2 verschiedene DJs.
Was it Leonardo DiCaprio's home party?
Nein, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Let's not
That
bring
would be a
up Johnny
nice
Depp.
one.
Yeah.
Aber, und das war, Mann, das war ultra nice, weil das war irgendwie, es ist auch was anderes, wenn du mal nicht in einem Club bist, sondern halt in einer Wohnung in Wien.
Yeah.
Wisst ihr, was ich meine?
Yeah, you can also go through their bedroom drawers when you're bored.
Jetzt lass mal die Betten,
It's a
Alter.
boring.
Okay,
house
you know
party.
what? In Vienna, I would change my.
Ja, ich
Answer.
habe ihn convinced.
In Vienna, I would go for house party too,
Yeah.
not in club because can you read the numbers again?
76% said house party.
67%.
Yeah.
Krass.
Sex on
I think
76%.
the reason is we don't have really a good clubbing in Vienna. I'm not
Yeah.
really satisfied.
Ja,
Well, I looked up
me
the
too.
numbers. I was really interested because I wanted to know how many clubs are there actually in Vienna, and they classify them or categorize them, good old Stadt Wien,
Ja.
as clubs and discotheques. And I'm not sure what a discotheque is.
Yeah.
Like, isn't this just what an old person calls a club?
Ja, glaube ich auch. Ja. Ja.
Anyway,
I love how you do that. But always when I speak German. Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
the discotheque maybe has like one of these mirror balls come down.
Oh yeah.
Fever, night fever. You know, like,
Ja.
But anyway, 90 clubs in Vienna. That's it. Which is
90?
not a lot for
No.
a big city.
Für eine fast jetzt 1,9 Millionen haben wir schon.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of space there for improvement.
Definitely. I agree.
Let's open a club, guys.
Nein.
Call it the worst club.
Es ist zu viel Worst mit deinen Projekten, Alter. Du bist, hast eine Obsession mit Würsten, oder so?
Yeah, it's gonna end in a
Mit dem
Metzger.
Wortspiel.
I'm gonna open
Ja, am Schluss
open
bist
a
du einfach
butcher.
ein fucking
This
Metzger.
is my master plan. I've just been building up to open a butcher's store, and I have all of this influence. You know, like we have the Instagram channel to sell my meat,
Ja.
but it's gonna be lab-grown meat because that's the next shit.
That's really the next shit.
I know.
Okay, arg, ja.
Good. Okay, next one, and I know you'll have something to say about this being from this fine land of Austria. When making a spritzer, water first or wine first? Which one is it?
Was sagst du?
Wine first.
Definitely. Auf jeden Fall. Und danach Soda.
Genau.
Alle, die das anders machen.
Because the water is in like you should see how much wine you have and then
Genau.
yeah.
Ganz genau. Du gibst dir ja auch
Ganz
nicht
genau.
zuerst Milch in die Schüssel und
Except
dann
if
Cornflakes.
If you're
oder?
drunk and then you use the water first and then in that case it's okay.
Ja.
But for me,
Well, this one, it was actually what most people were very passionate about. And so most people agreed with you on the wine.
Wine first,
56%.
Echt?
Only
Aber
50%.
das ist gar nicht
Yeah.
viel. Was ist los mit...
And we got a lot of messages on this one. So Mario, I'm not going to say his second name because that would be against privacy rules. OMG, ich bin gerade so enttäuscht von der Wienerin. An Wein lat man nix am Schadel. What the hell is that? Can you please
Ja.
explain this as our...
Ja, lass mich lesen,
you
bitte.
got to read it.
Ja,
Okay, because I've got more messages.
ja.
They
Soll
were
ich sie
pouring in
vorlesen?
for this one. Yeah, please read it.
Okay, Mann. Also hier
Please
einfach...
with the deep
Okay.
Viennese accent.
Oh mein Gott, Alter. Okay, also. Oh mein Gott, ich bin gerade so enttäuscht von den Wienern. An Wein lädt man nix am Schädel. Idiot.
So, yeah, what does that mean? I don't get it.
Aber ich weiß nicht, auf was bezogen. Er meint, einen Wein leert man nicht auf den Kopf, ne?
Because this is like the baptism thing. No?
Ja, ja.
I've got more messages. Let me give them to you. They're also just as Viennese as that one. That was Viennese, no?
Und er meint am Schädel wahrscheinlich ein Wein nicht auf Sodawasser, ne?
I'm going to try this one.
Ja,
Or do
easy.
you want to try it, Nima?
Ja,
Go ahead.
Na, niemand dran. Oder du machst.
Sure. Is it English or
No, it's in German. It's thick.
Just go
thick
ahead.
Viennese German.
Thick, Bro.
Thick. Dicke Wienerisch. Einen guten Wein leert man kein Wasser auf den Kopf. So this is like a thing.
The same. Ja, das stimmt auch.
Yeah, but what does this mean? Like what?
Dass man einen guten Wein nicht spritzen muss, verstehst? Eigentlich sagt man, einen Wein spritzt man nur, wenn er Arsch ist.
You guys are very religious in this country. Everything comes back.
Mann,
to God,
Österreich ist einfach alkoholisch, hat ein
In
echtes
Australia.
Alkoholproblem. Ist so.
God
Ist
and
wirklich
alcohol
so.
come very close together.
Ja.
And then I got another one which is exactly the same from a
Yeah.
person called Adrian. In Wein lädt man nix am Schädel.
Ja.
Schädel? That's your
Am
head.
Schädel, ja.
That's your head. Your
Ja.
forehead.
Ja. Nein, ganzer Kopf. Der
Ganz
Schädel.
Kopf. Okay. Not
Aber
just half
also
Kopf.
du spritzt einfach keinen guten Wein so. Aber ich finde, es ist trotzdem. Habt ihr mal
Okay, so
sauren
you shouldn't
Radler?
make Spritzer. That's what they're saying.
Nein,
should
der sagt
drink it
nein, pur, ganz genau.
Pur.
Pur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aber das ja.
Next. First to leave, last person standing. Which one are you?
Always last man standing.
Same.
I knew you were going to be that, Nima. I
Yeah,
knew it.
same.
You're a party animal. Okay, the people of Austria are 50-50 on this one, which was really interesting. That's good. That we have a
Really
good balance of people that sneak
Boring
out
people.
early. No, that sneak out early, and 50% that are
I
keeping
know
the
that
party
you
going.
are a sneaky guy.
No.
You're disappearing, I think.
No, I love.
Ich glaube, du verpisst dich.
Most of the time, like I will have the urge sometimes to sneak out. Like if I do leave early, I will sneak out. I will ghost.
Ja,
Definitely, all the way.
du machst immer.
I'll make a
ja.
French accent, as they call it.
But look, they sneak out and then they go to another party.
Another party, yeah. Yeah, exactly. If I'm bored at a party, I'll sneak out. But the point is, most nights I'll stay because I feel like I have to stay. I don't want to miss out.
Ah, okay. Ist
Ja.
es das FOMO-Ding dann?
Yeah.
Was du
But
hast?
most parties, like I want to stick around. Like
Yeah.
the night goes so, it blurs for me. Like when it's a good night out, I won't want to go home.
Ja. Ich weiß, ich finde jetzt irgendwie so, wie sie es in England machen oder so, dass du früher ausgehst und dann aber nicht so lang in die Nacht hinein. You know? Also,
Yeah.
die gehen ja, glaube ich, um 7 Uhr am Abend schon aus.
Yeah, yeah.
Und die Clubs haben nur bis 4 Uhr offen, aber du bist nicht so wasted, weil, Mann, ich pack's manchmal nicht mehr bis 8 Uhr in der Früh.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's understandable, you know.
Ja. Vielleicht meinte sie deswegen 2002 und ist aufgestanden.
All right. Next one is actually related to what we just talked about. When you leave, do you ghost without telling anybody? So you leave without telling anybody?
Yeah.
Or do you do the kiss, kiss, pussy, pussy, goodbye with everyone?
I'm the kiss goodbye guy.
Yeah?
I'll have to say goodbye to everyone.
Ja.
Yeah? I love to ghost.
Ja, Mann, was ist los mit dir?
Because I'm not used to the kiss, kiss thing. And I'm like, this is so much work. To go around to everybody and say goodbye.
Ja, aber was macht sie in
And I don't want them to
Australien?
be disappointed in me, you know, like that I'm going home. Because then they'll be like, you're so soft.
Ja,
Pathetic.
und dann ein Bier
Get
noch,
outta
ein
here.
Bier noch, komm,
Ein
ein
Bier
noch.
Skau,
Ja, aber
skau,
was-
skau,
aber-
skau. Trink aus, trink aus.
Warte noch, bis der Saunameister kommt.
That was a good one.
Ich bin der Saunameister. Whoop, whoop.
You
Spinning the
shall not pass.
That is a reference to Dumbledore.
Lord of the Rings, mein Gandalf.
Yeah, they look the same. I'm sorry, I always get them
Hör,
mixed up.
na, Mann, du machst dir eine viel zu
True.
große Kiste auf.
I'm sorry, they look the same,
Yeah.
though, no?
Na,
I
ihr
think
habt's
it's
keine
the same
Ahnung.
actor.
Ihr habt's na. Wurscht.
They're both old dudes
aber
with
was,
beards.
aber was macht's ihr
But I love
in
this
Australien?
moment.
Was macht sie in Australien? Macht sie nur Hang Loose zu jedem oder wie?
I just want to
Ciao,
say
guy.
I love that scene in the Lord of the Rings when he does that.
Ja,
Yeah.
against
Very
the Balrog. He's fighting against the Balrog.
I've tried it very often with a Gears. It never works. You shall not pass. Look, man, I still need to look at your television.
Ja. Gott.
Do you have a television or not? You gonna pay this tax? Anyway, what was the question?
Bussi Baba bist du nicht, aber wir sind da sehr ähnlich.
Yeah, because you guys want to kiss everybody.
Na, aber ich finde, ich mag's, ich kann nicht einfach so verschwinden. Ich habe auch das Gefühl, ich muss mich verabschieden irgendwie.
I love this message though when you've left and people message you like, hey, Jake, where are you? Like, bye-bye.
Ja.
I love it.
Und dann suchen die dich vielleicht noch 30 Minuten, rufen dich an und du so, hey man, I'm already in bed.
No, I'll be at the Würstelstand or something.
That's part of my fun actually. If I'm going to leave at like for example 5, half an hour before I start saying goodbye.
Ja.
Like I have the time, and that's part of the fun, you know.
Ja.
Okay, I've got two more. Live band music. So people playing instrumentos and DJ decks and beats.
Okay.
Nima, you don't have
You
to
know-
answer this.
You go first, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
you're excluded from this question because we know
Perfect.
what's going to happen.
Ich finde, das ist eine extrem schwere Frage.
Yeah.
Ich finde beides irrsinnig gut. Ich gehe mittlerweile immer gerne oder immer öfters genieße ich gute Konzerte, wenn Menschen ihre Musikinstrumente, Concertos spielen können. Ich finde es cool, wenn Menschen die Musikinstrument beherrschen. Genauso finde ich es mega cool, wenn eben die Turntables beherrscht. Das ist ja auch ein Musikinstrument mehr oder weniger. Es ist, glaube ich, sehr schwer. Ich glaube, es ist wieder sehr ähnlich, 50-50 mäßig. Ich glaube, ich würde aber noch immer für DJs sagen.
Yeah. So DJs, Nima, they lost to live band music.
Echt?
DJ decks and beats got 43%. 57% went to the bands.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I fit in both.
Yeah, I think you fit in both, mate. Anything that's got sound in it, you're going to be there.
Ja. Spielst
I
du
don't- I don't
Musikinstrumente?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah. You should hear
That's
him
why
on
I don't
the-
lose in any case.
Yeah,
wirklich?
he's awesome on the drums. The what do you call it? This
Yeah, drums is my favorite instrument, but also piano, like guitar, but mostly for production purposes.
and
okay.
flute. You even played
And
the
flute,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
you play
I
the flute.
played like 12 years. I've studied,
Wirklich?
I've studied classical music actually. So my main instrument was flute, and then my favorite instrument was drums. So I started that too, like professionally. But the other instruments just for like, as I said, for
Yeah.
production purposes.
Yeah.
Weil du dir mal schnell was reinspielen magst.
Yeah, that's like kind of like that's the machine is like kind of also instrument, I would say, but in a digital way because you have to play it
Yeah, definitely.
like
ja.
Yeah, that's true. And the way you do it, I mean, you're not just playing a playlist from Spotify. Are you?
no, I just like producing live in the moment.
Yeah.
Something
Before
like
before seeing you play a flute, I used to think very poorly of the flute. I used to think of it as the loser of the instrument world. But now, after seeing you play a flute, I was like, wow, I was mistaken.
Echt? Hast du ihn live gesehen oder was?
Well, in his studio, because he recorded a track for us.
Ah, cool.
But he was like, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Geil, Mann, mag ich mir auch mal anschauen.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ich dachte aber
Come
immer, die
over.
Loser spielen
No.
Triangle.
Only I get flute time.
No, man.
Flute
No.
is good. Like sometimes just for my own peace. If I'm like, yeah, usually people if you're angry or something, maybe they punch the wall or something. I just go play piano or flute.
Ja.
Just me and the instrument. Like that's
Yeah.
how I calm myself down.
Nur ich
If
und meine
anybody's
Flöte.
ever listened to... You always take it there, Gabriel.
Ja. Hä?
You always take it there.
Ich will es gar nicht machen, das kommt so raus aus mir. Das ist wie
It just comes out of your mouth. It's like the sex positive parties. People don't want it, they just have to do it.
das weiß ich nicht. Du bist dann more experienced.
Back to the flute.
Ja.
Not your flute. The flute.
I haven't talked
the only beautiful time. No, you know why I felt like that about flutes is because they always play it on planes before you're taking off. They either play the pan flute or a flute music. You know, they always played
Wow.
these cover songs. Listen to it next time you're on a plane, except on Austrian Airlines where
Yeah,
they play
okay.
the Blue Danube from what was that guy's
Wunderwalzer.
name? One of Mozart or Strauss or something.
Ich schüttel nur den Kopf.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, it was Dumbledore probably. He got a jam back then. He got a jam.
I heard Dumbledore was the #1 flute cover band. But I must say that the Titanic theme song was lovely.
Ja. Aber zu viel gehört. Das habe ich nämlich auch. Es gibt ja richtig geile Songs, die aber schon so extrem tot gehört sind, dass man die nicht mehr hören
You've heard
kann.
them too often, yeah.
Ja, ich hatte den Moment hatte ich heute im Radio mit Rolling in the Deep von Adele. Adele. Am Anfang, wo ich die ersten paar Mal, ist das ja eine mega Scheibe, aber jetzt ist das für mich wirklich schon so Radiomusik.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. Radio music, I think you like categorized it perfectly. It becomes radio music where it's just you don't hear it anymore. Last question. Döner time or Würstelstand time? So at 4 a.m, where are you heading? To a Döner? For a Döner or a Würstel? Würstel?
Ich suche immer nach der Wurst. Gott. Wieso habe ich jetzt immer Flöte, Wurst?
Gabriel.
No, I love Würstelstand. Yeah, definitely. You?
I love it too, but usually I just go home. Like I cook a lot.
Go home and I cook.
And I always have
a lovely
food.
fillet.
I always have food. Like I prepare before I go to the club.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, of course.
You bring like a lunchbox to the club?
No. I prepare food. I love cooking.
Yeah.
So I prepare food at home in my fridge. So when I'm
Yeah.
going, because usually I do the closing set as well. So at 7 a.m, I reach home and like drunk and like
Yeah.
I don't want to stand in the street and just eat. Like that's not a good idea for me.
Like people going to work.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
It depresses me.
The
So I go home and I have
dropping all over the floor.
exactly. Yeah.
Wonky walks.
So, but if I have to, then I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first. Yeah.
But what do you prep? Or like, is it... Or
What do you prepare before?
Yeah, exactly.
Persian foods.
But
with
no,
a
I
lot-
thought you maybe have a specific food always for, like
To
a
get home. And
Yeah.
daily rhythm, and there's always this nice curry, or I don't know.
No, it should be something easy to eat because I know I'm coming back super drunk. So it should be easy to eat and very tasty.
Yeah.
So on the way home, I'm not thinking, nothing else is like distracting me. Like if I see the worst, I'm like, oh, the food at home
Shit.
is more tasty.
Don't
so.
smell it. Yeah.
So you're not doing like oysters or something when you get home? Preparing some nice...
No.
And that's yeah, but I would suggest that you should, as a DJ, start bringing a lunchbox to your sets. You would be the coolest kid.
Ja, voll,
I'm a
Mann.
DJ, so.
Einfach so nah. Ich
Like
mach
you
grad
sit
Pause,
down at
Leute.
some
Sorry, ja. Packst dein Sandwich aus mit einer Serviette.
Eat your sandwich.
But in
with the
Oklahoma,
cut-off
we don't
crust.
need that because we have actually there's a little restaurant in the club.
Yeah.
So there's always like sandwiches and really nice ones actually.
So they feed you. They look after
I
you.
feed myself. I just
No, I didn't mean like you've got somebody there and they're like
yeah.
putting sandwiches into
Yeah,
your
but-
mouth.
I always eat a lot before I go to the club, but
Okay.
I also eat there. Like
Okay.
it's really nice.
It's hard work. Like it's not just like
Yeah.
you're going up there and having a party yourself.
Yeah.
You got to be well nourished.
Ja. Hast du da so eine Art Rhythmus? Das würde mich noch interessieren. So eine Art, rhythm for each gig? Before what you do before
What do
each
you mean
gig? Yeah.
exactly?
Some comedians, they always brush their teeth before they do their shows,
They
I
brush
don't
their
know.
teeth
Yeah.
every morning.
I brush my
No,
teeth,
but
yeah,
to,
yeah.
to feel fresh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you mean if I have
No,
a
like a
routine?
ritual.
Yeah,
Like a
ritual.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said ritual,
Not-
right?
I don't know.
like a routine that I have to always do before I.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
What brings you luck for the gig, or I don't know.
not losing my USBs.
Okay.
That's really really important. And also to eat before because I know I'm gonna drink a lot, and sometimes it's too full and we are too busy, and probably one of my colleagues, the other DJ, is tired from the last night or something, so we don't have the time to go eat in the middle of the night, so it's like 6-7 hours. So I have to eat before. That's one of them. And yeah, to just have enough energy because I'm
Yeah.
a guy, I'm always like jumping, like
I see.
I have to yeah.
Even through the street, you can see
Yeah.
them jumping
Yeah.
on the way to the gig.
I
Go
consume
me
a lot
down.
of energy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you are a high energy guy.
Yeah.
How do you keep that going?
With the vibration of the people, I exchange energy. So I give them energy, I also get the energy from them. And
Why are you laughing?
Ich habe es mir gerade probiert, bildlich vorzustellen.
He's like in one of these Marvel comic films.
Yeah.
Where he's like getting energy from the people
Like Doctor Strange who's
Magneto.
sucking out the... Yeah, like Magneto.
But it's really like that.
Energy
It might be
man.
funny, but it's really like that.
DJ.
Like
Aber-
there were times that I was like I had a gig on Friday night, and I didn't have enough sleep. I was already feeling tired. Like on the way to the club, I was like, oh my god, how I'm gonna stand the night till morning. But as soon as I'm in and the night is started, it's just going.
Yeah.
It's like everything's fine.
Yeah,
It's
because
the energy.
the
It's
energy,
the exchange.
You get your battery filled by the people.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Ich wollte dich noch, aber trinkst du während dem Auflegen? Weil ich habe gehört zum Beispiel David Guetta,
David Baguette.
David Baguette, that's new.
er trinkt nichts, also er ist wirklich so,
No, of course I drink.
ja.
Yeah, I mean,
Of course.
No, I mean while you're playing.
yeah.
What's your
Okay.
drink of choice?
Vodka.
Vodka. Straight?
Vodka, yeah.
Pure?
Pure, yeah.
You just shoot it back or you sip?
I mean, I don't drink to death, you know. I'm not like
Obviously.
I'm like
Obviously,
We're painting
bro.
you as a
Yeah.
I'm always in
alcoholic
control.
DJ now. We're gonna lose
We're
you.
actually just talking to a blank couch.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know any? Oh, that's another question I got. Go on, finish your like justifying your drinking problem.
Yeah, just I should have a glass of water and a glass of like alcohol. What is
So you
this?
chase
Vodka.
the vodka with water.
Yeah, because I always have to, because I consume a lot of energy. I talk, I shout, and like I become dry, you know. So I have to drink something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's
Yeah, that's
always there.
important.
I drink while playing, yes, but nothing else.
That's important.
Okay.
My question is, do you know any secret spaces in the All Club where people can like check out that
Oh,
you can
yeah.
release exclusively on
How
this
many you
podcast?
want?
Oh my. Like behind the bar there's a trapdoor.
Okay, it depends on what you want to do. Like,
Why did you swing your hips, man? He swinged his hips. What do you want to do?
I would just like to go play a game of bridge with a couple of my...
Alter Jacob, Mann. Wir haben gesagt, keine Jokes, wenn ich trinke. Ich hätte mich echt...
Just spat on the mic. Now it's on there with his burp juice.
Like this English guy. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Chess time. I need to play chess.
Yeah. Schachtel.
Schach.
Schach.
Schach, yeah.
Schädel.
I'm good in that.
Schädel.
Schädel.
Look,
Wow.
in O Club. Oh, a jingle?
Sorry, Leute.
Yeah, that's
What
our
was that?
That's our producer right there.
Ah, okay.
Ja. Verklickt, Mann.
Where in O Club, actually, there is a room which is called Consulat,
Mm-hmm.
but that's kind of, they call it the VIP room,
Okay.
which not many people can go in, but
Yeah.
if you enter, but there is also a DJ pool and everything, but there is another floor, which is the fourth floor, we'd say.
Yeah.
There's no DJ, and it's kind of like hidden. It's like really, you have to turn around and pass all the toilets, and there's a bar and nice
It
seats.
actually is the toilets, isn't it?
No, it's not the toilet. No.
They have a whole floor just for toilets.
No, it's a nice floor, and it's not so noisy. You can talk there and everything. And also there's another floor which
Wow.
is totally secret, and it's only for like the managers, the organizers, the DJs, and only us like, can go in with the code only.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's the code?
What's the code?
What's the code, Nima? What's the code?
That's gonna cost you.
Make love, not war.
Hier, das ist ein intimes Gespräch. Das sind nur wir drei.
Nah, I
Das sind nur
can't-
wir
I
drei.
can't
It's probably like the
I can't-
Wi-Fi code.
Yeah.
All Club 1, 2, 3.
I can't say that in podcast, but people can guess.
I'm
What's
gonna
the
try
code?
it out. Some big bouncer kicks me out. Not you again.
Yeah.
Trying the code. It's the 20th time, man.
Stell dir vor, es
I
wär's-
know Nima. I know him. He's my
I
first
know.
mate.
Ja. Oh Gott.
Nima has told you to not come
Und dann der
back.
Bouncer, I called him, he just said no.
And like you're
Yeah.
looking at me through the window, like
Ja.
bye,
Oder
bye.
wie Cäsar, der Daumen einfach runter.
But you know what? The best is you come and find me if you wanna.
Yeah.
You know,
So that's the best
I take you to the
insider tip.
secret places, but it's
Everybody listening
dangerous.
to this-
Mann, ich muss mal in den O-Club, ich war da noch nie.
The 1000. Oh, it's
Ja,
it's
ich,
really class.
ich war da
right?
noch
Yeah,
nie,
it's
Alter.
cool.
Really, you
Ja,
guys
wirklich,
should
Alter.
come.
It's a good space. But yeah, that's the best tip that you can get. Find Nima
Find
in the club. To the thousands of people listening to this podcast, find Nima.
Okay, also
And
das
he'll
heißt, wir
get
machen
you in.
jetzt einen Deal. TWG-Gang da draußen.
Yeah.
Wenn ihr in den O-Club geht, ihr wisst, wen ihr ansprechen müsst. Und dann sagt sie, ihr gehört zur TWG Gang.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can tell him that the TWG gang sent you.
Nima, what?
Nima,
What?
Nima will give you the finger.
And then he's pretending like he's not hearing.
Those were those wankers that kept me in a fucking podcast room for an hour and a half.
And talked about blue balls and flutes.
DJ Blue Balls, come on.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Haben wir noch Fragen?
We're going to take a break because I need to pinkel.
Ja, passt.
And we'll be right back. We're going to talk after the break. We asked our audience to describe their craziest night in Vienna in 5 words. I'm going to put those 5 words to Nima and Gabriel, and we're going to give you a bit of worse news of what's happened in Austria this week. Podcast Playtime.
Oh yeah, jetzt 5 Sterne geben. Hey Party People.
Party people!
Party people.
I like Nima is the best.
Ja, Nima is the best. We talked about staged.
Nima is the best.
Ich
one
muss
of the
Deutsch
best
reden.
people
Oh,
I
thank
know.
you.
Ich muss Deutsch reden, Leute.
You can read whatever Sprache
Ich muss Deutsch reden. Reden.
Reden.
So, Mann, ich bin echt schon gespannt auf die Sprachen. Also für alle, die es in der Pause vergessen haben. Die Pause vor allem unter Anführungszeichen. Wir haben unsere Community gefragt, unsere ZuhörerInnen, dass sie ihre wildesten Partynächte in 5 Wörtern beschreiben sollen.
Genau.
Und wir haben sehr viele lustige Antworten
So
gekriegt.
we got a lot. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to say all of them. But thank you so much for all the messages that you sent in, because there were some really good ones in there. But I'm going to do as many as I can. Okay.
Yeah, Jacob,
So
hit
the
the
first
flute.
one. Here, first one. I should hit the flute.
Ja.
After what you've connotated that to today, I don't know. Anyway, sure, I'll hit the flute. So the first one, I'm going to make up shortened names of their names. Chucky. So they're 5 words: poetry slam, spritzer, Gürtelbogen, Bögen, Bogen. So the Gürtel, taxi, gespeben.
Ja, Klassiker.
Klassiker.
Mannspeiben.
What do you think happened there? Do you think they gespebt
Nein, ich
during
glaube,
the
es war
poetry slam?
ich glaube, es war entweder jemand, der Chucky, Mann.
Yeah.
Okay, ich glaube, er macht
No,
selber.
it's female.
Okay, Chucky, sie macht selber Poetry Slam und war so nervös vor dem Auftritt und hat sich richtig schön in den Spritzer reingeknallt, um ein bisschen runterzukommen. Und dann hat sie einen Spritzer zu viel erwischt. Und dann hat sie sich ins Taxi gesetzt und hatte diesen Ruhemoment. Und dann war plötzlich Achterbahn im Kopf und dann kam es raus. Hoffentlich nicht im Taxi. Das ist meine Story.
Maybe she hijacked the taxi.
Was heißt Hijack? Das weiß ich nicht.
Like hijacked is take the taxi. Like
Sie übernahm es, ja.
yeah.
Huh.
That's a good story.
Was ist deine
It's
Geschichte?
actually a very real sounding story. So what do you think, Nima, happened? Poetry slam, spritzer, Gürtel, taxi, gespeben.
I would say there's something with the taxi in the street.
And
Probably.
they included it in there, no?
Yeah.
Because normally the taxi is not a big part of your story. of
Yeah.
going out.
Yeah. There's some, because with taxi you just go and you don't mention it. But maybe something with the driver.
Maybe.
Vielleicht hat der Fahrer sie angespieben. Weil er betrunken war.
Nein, das
Hatte
geht
ich auch
nicht.
schon, kein Scheiß.
What?
Ja, nicht Speiben, aber einen gesoffenen Taxifahrer.
Yeah, but that's quite common in Vienna. It's pretty standard.
Sollte echt nicht sein.
Like they're the only ones when the police do an
Jacob, darüber macht man keine Witze.
Police do an
Or maybe
alcohol-
there were no taxis.
Yeah, maybe. That's why she vomited.
Ja. Oh Gott. Well, sounds realistic.
Bullshit!
She called 300. Hello, can I have a taxi? No, unfortunately, there are no taxis. That's bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna throw up. Throw up. And then she gibt ihren Finger in den Mund, aber es kommt nichts raus und sie,
No,
wird
she
immer,
smashed 5 spritzers to
Yeah.
warm them up.
und sie wird immer wütender.
Okay, next one.
Okay, ja.
Bim ran over my wallet.
Oh shit.
The Bim ran over somebody's wallet. This is, I can't say their name because their name is like a pseudonym, and so the Vienna is the.
Schau, die Person, die es geschrieben hat, erkennt sich eh wieder, dann erfinde einen Namen. Ja.
Yeah, Bim ran over their wallet. I don't think we can elaborate on that.
Ist das mir noch nie passiert.
But how did that happen? They must have just dropped it and the Bim
Ja, und
came
dann
by.
drüber, ich würde gerne wissen, wie dünn das war. Also dann,
The
weil die
wallet.
hat es ja sicher runtergedrückt.
Yeah, but do you think it would be dünn or do you think it would just be sliced in half?
Ooh.
Ah ja, okay, wow, okay.
Like
Jacob.
slices through all of
Wait,
your
wait,
credit cards.
What is dune?
Thin,
Okay.
like flattened. Do you think it flattened it or cut it in half? That's the question I have for you, Nima. Did the wallet get cut in half or become flat
I
from a
think
Bim, from the tram?
Can it become flat?
Like I think we watched too many cartoons.
Yeah, I
Like
think
when
it's
things
just...
get run over by a car. Like Bugs Bunny gets run over
Yeah.
by a car and then it's like thin.
Yeah.
That's what happens, no?
I can't even
Oder die
imagine
BIM
that.
entgleist in Cartoons ist es ja dann oft so, dass die BIM rausfliegt.
Yeah. That's what happened. That's why I always imagine what will happen to my foot if I put my foot underneath a BIM. It will just be flat, and then I'll shake it, and it will go back to its normal.
Aber in Real Life wär's so, fuck!
So it's not like in Bugs Bunny.
Nein,
think
ich
it
glaube,
would-
es wird in die Hälfte geschnitten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the same.
Or maybe it derailed the tram. Maybe the BIM like fell off the tracks because of this
I
wallet.
said that
Ooh.
entgleist, but
Yeah?
no,
But
that's
what-
not gonna happen.
You should have really good material in your wallet.
Ja,
You know?
Maybe they've got one of those metal cards, you know, like how all these online banks are bringing out like really fancy cards.
yeah.
And they've got like metal cards in
Yeah.
there, like titanium. Like somebody brought out a metal card and then another bank brought out titanium steel debit card.
Ja, Mega Debit Card. Ultra Mega Debit Card.
Exactly. Unbreakable, will derail BIMs
Ja.
debit card.
And by the way, pay your debts.
And by the way, you're going to have to pay for the damage done to the business. with the same debit card that derailed it. Okay, let's move on.
Ja.
Switched trousers with a stranger from ever.
Wow. That's cool.
I
Was?
Switched trousers,
Ja.
so pants, with
Ja,
a
ja.
stranger.
Okay, krass, habe ich noch nie gemacht.
I was going to say that happens every Saturday night, no? It's pretty standard.
Wir sind nicht in denselben Darkrooms, Mann.
But if you buy somebody else's pants,
Was?
like, I like your pants. How much do you want?
No,
They
Bullshit.
exchanged, right?
Yeah.
So
They
that's
were-
Well, they
just,
switched them,
it's
yeah.
a swip swap.
But I like
Yeah.
that. That's a funny thing to do at a party, no? Like you swap your pants.
I should do that.
Yeah. Clothes swaps at the club. You know, they have these kind of things. Normally people aren't wearing the clothes when they swap them. They're like,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's like a flea market, but you don't pay anything. You just swap your clothes.
Ja.
But in the club, you could just have a thing like, hey, in this club, you can swap clothes if you want.
That's nice.
On the
I'm
dance
gonna
floor.
try it tomorrow on the stage with the other DJs.
Send us a
Hey,
video,
you wanna
man.
swap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see a video of that.
And then
Every-
imagine you have a super expensive, I don't know, Levi's for
Oh, yeah.
250 and you get like a 10 euro jogging hose back.
I think
H&M.
Yeah, H&M jogging
very good
hose.
point. I'm not gonna do that. Then.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
my pants.
Fuck!
I don't know who wears Levi's, but anyway.
Hallo.
But swapping pants, that should become a party tradition.
Ja,
But why do you think?
weiß ich nicht.
Why do you think they swapped their pants?
Ah ja, die Geschichte.
Yeah.
But you see, you can swap it something else. Like, you know, if you think
Das
about
Ding,
it.
ich denke mir gerade, wie ist das Szenario entstanden? Man
Ja.
steht am Dancefloor, yeah, Mann, was geht? Hast du Drogen? Nein, sorry. Okay, magst du Hose tauschen?
That's the natural progression, no?
Yeah, that's
it
the-
goes from drugs to pants.
Drug, Pants, ja.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Ja.
Das habe ich wirklich mal gemacht.
You just swapped shoes.
Schuhe, ja.
But why?
Das war auf einer Homeparty aber wieder, nicht in einer Disco.
That's okay. You can
Ja, es
still-
war witzig. Und dann habe ich, also, ich musste schnell raus oder auf die Terrasse, dann habe ich unabsichtlich andere Schuhe angezogen und bin mit denen nach Hause und die Person hatte dann meine mitgenommen. Und dann haben wir gesagt,
Oh,
fuck
wow.
it, weil wir hatten dieselbe Schuhgröße.
But maybe there was some sexy time involved and the person accidentally swapped the trousers. That's the most obvious.
Na, aber swappen heißt, am Schluss haben beide wieder die Hosen an. Also wo ist der Sexy Time?
Yeah, okay.
Naja, man sieht kurz, na.
Okay. So there was a intentional swap that happened there. This is sweet. Ended up with my new boyfriend.
No.
Is that 5 words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done.
Wow.
Well, that was
New
Sanchez.
boyfriend.
Yeah. Best friend, weed, tea, Danube.
Jacob waved it away. Yeah.
I love
Boyfriend, ciao.
No, it's a nice story. It's
Yeah.
a love story. Love story in 5 words. It's very poetic. Have you ever read this shortest story by Ernest Hemingway?
No.
Baby shoes unused, unworn, something like that.
But I've heard of it, honestly. I'm not bullshitting you like the last episode. No, honestly. Something with baby shoes, it's popping up. Yeah.
Unused, yeah. Very powerful story. Best friend, weed, tea, Danube. I'm going to hand that over to you, Nima. What happened in this scenario? Best friend, weed, tea. It's nice. Danube.
Oh, well, tea is always good after weed.
Yeah.
And
Calms you down.
Danube, yeah. I think obviously they went to Danube and then they smoked.
Yeah.
And then they were, probably it was night because there were no food. You want to eat so much after.
Yeah.
But why tea?
How do you get the hot water?
Maybe
from?
they made tea out of the grass on the Danube or the seaweed in the Danube.
They asked the Danube shark.
That's a flashback to our last episode.
What was the
if you haven't heard it.
last word?
Danube.
Oh, Danube was the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, so they definitely went swimming in the Danube, that's for sure. Which maybe they're just saying the Danube is color of tea because it's so fucking dirty
Yeah, that can
or
be.
disgusting.
No,
Like
I think they
rice,
mean
brown.
actually tea.
And they drink tea. It's nice. Maybe they were British. They drink tea when they go out.
No, I think
They have a portable
that
tea
actually
set.
sounds, for me, the story is super prepared. They said, okay, let's go
Yeah.
and be baked at the Danube. I'm gonna prepare
A flask of tea.
flask of tea, of hot water or
Well,
whatever.
not flask of tea. What do you call it? A hot water, whatever.
Thermoskanne.
Therme.
Yeah.
Thermoskanne.
Therme ist was anderes.
Yeah, stimmt. Then there's another one at the Danube. Friend fell in the Donau. The Danube.
Was?
Friend fell in the Donau.
Ah, ein Freund ist reingefallen.
Wow, fell in. That sounds crazy.
Yeah. But we've all been there, right?
Ich war einmal auch nackt schwimmen in der Donau. Skinny dippen in der
Wow,
Nacht mit
yeah.
Freunden. Das war witzig. Das war witzig, ja.
Did you see the Donau shark?
Ja, Mann.
Okay, so what happened there? What do you think that this person tried to murder their friend by pushing them in the Donau and now they're saying they fell in the Donau?
Definitely.
What
Or
happened
maybe
here?
they had a really good time and they were drunk and they were saying, hey, I would jump. And the other said, no, you can't. You don't have the balls. And then the other one just jumped.
Just
and
jump. Yeah, that sounds.
That's
that sounds
actually
like
a pretty
something
accurate
like that.
story.
That
I
sounds
would-
like
Nice
something
one.
we would do.
yeah.
But maybe they bumped into these people that had the weed. They got a bit baked, and then the person asked, "Hey, do you want a cup of tea?" And it's like, why would I drink a cup of tea by the Danube? But why not?
Yeah.
Like, why is that not Jägermeister or something else? But sure. And then they burnt their hand when the person was trying to pour the tea in for them. And they were like, oh shit! And then they fell in the tank.
Oh shit, man, shut the door. And then he jumped into the water.
No, they fell in.
Okay.
Because they burned themselves with the tea. The tea did it.
Good combination.
And okay, another one. Oh, I got a good one. In U4 Heisel eingeschlafen.
Oh shit,
Wow.
Alter.
But I love that they put Heisel.
Ja,
Heisel is the shitter, for those
ja.
that aren't
The
sure.
toilet.
Oh, okay.
Also known as the lavatory.
Ja. Or in
Slipper.
old club,
Yeah.
extra dance floor.
They fell asleep in there. But see, I told you, put some beds in the bloody club, and then people won't be falling asleep on the toilet.
And then wait, I know the name of the club. Is it the worst club?
No,
Jacob.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
You could put the, same.
I got you there. I
Somebody-
actually
somebody
fall
wrote-
asleep once in the U-Bahn.
Yeah, this is common though, no? And you
Yeah.
wake up in like Otterkring. or-
No, you wake up. No, after the Endstation, there's another station. It's called this cleaning station.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And they let people go in there?
I fall asleep and
Yeah.
I woke up, right? I was super drunk, I fall asleep. I woke up.
There's somebody cleaning your face.
No.
With a broom.
Someone cleaned my face, yeah. That's the Jahreskartenservice.
You're like lying on the floor and they're sweeping the
cigarette
butts off your face.
Jesus. No, and I woke up, right? And I was super. I fall in panic because nobody was in the
Wow.
metro, right? And then I looked out to the station. There were no signs or names of the station. It was just a blank spot.
Yeah.
And then I really not panicked, but like, okay, shit, what's going on? And then a cleaner was banging on the window and said, just wait 5 minutes, then we're back on track. No, I don't know, but that was really funny because I didn't knew that it's a station after the end station.
Yeah. Yeah, I often hear of people doing this, like when they fall asleep on there. I've never done it. But
No,
like fallen asleep on there.
I've never done it. You said like I did it
I've
on
never,
purpose.
because I usually walk. Like Vienna's so small, I don't get on an U-Bahn, I'm walking.
Yeah, me too, but sometimes, I don't know, from Grelle Forelle I would not walk home. I mean, I did that, but
Yeah, you fall in.
yeah.
Fall into the Donaukanal. All right, next one. Was in Vienna, nothing else. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Crazy Pete. Yeah. Anyway, Violetta. I like this one. This is nice. This one I think everybody relates to. Out for one beer, danced until 6 a.m.
Ooh, that's
These nights, when you don't plan it, and it turns
and
out
then
to
bam.
be... Yeah, and you just surrender to the night. You just like, after this maybe third beer or drink,
Yeah.
you're like,
Okay,
okay,
fuck it.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then you end up and you're there until the birds are chirping. This
That's
is
the
so
trap
nice,
I'm
no?
always getting in.
Vienna is really nice for that as well. Like the city is like when the
Yeah.
sun comes up in the morning, the birds are out.
Also the people,
I
when you
agree.
get in connection and you're talking, you don't want to go anymore,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. People call it the walk of shame. I call it the walk of fame.
ooh.
I'm working on it.
Ja, please, aber da müssen wir nochmal dran
Walk
fallen.
of Fame. All
Walk of
right.
fame. No,
Walk
I like that
Aber der
moment
Walk of
in the
Shame ist
morning.
doch der, wenn du von dem One-Night-Stand nach Hause kommst. Das ist doch der Walk of Shame.
Is it?
Ja, ich
Just
glaube
that?
schon.
Okay.
Glaub ich, keine
I've
Ahnung.
never experienced
Alle
Never
Walks
had
schon
sexual
gegangen.
intercourse in my life.
Ich bin alle Walks schon gegangen, alle witzig.
Okay, that's all the stories I have time for this week. Let's
That's
go to the
alright.
news.
Jacob, der rasende Reporter und seine wirklich nicht spannenden Geschichten. The Worst Guide to Living in Austria präsentiert die News, die absolut kein Mensch braucht. Wirklich, no joke, sie sind schrecklich.
I played the violins on myself.
It did not.
Ja, I
Es
did.
ist
I don't
14
believe
Uhr.
you.
Ö1 Nachricht.
Die Ö1-Nachrichten, es ist 14 Uhr.
Eros, der Esel, wird zum TikTok-Star. Er ist flauschig, süß, frech und bringt täglich 23.000 Fans auf der ganzen Welt zum Lachen. Auf der ganzen Welt. Wenn so etwas gelingt, Eros einen Esel, so if you haven't got it already, Eros is a donkey, aus einer kleinen Gemeinde in der Weststeiermark.
Geil.
Yeah.
Forza Steiermark.
Yeah, he's become a TikTok star, this donkey, from the Steiermark. Auf der Social Media Plattform TikTok gehen seine Videos durch die Decke. Durch die Decke.
Ja.
I think we have to fact check that.
Ja.
I don't know if
Wow.
23,000 fans are durch die Decke. I would like to see. So in St. Martin am Wilhelmsburg,
Ja.
eine idyllische Gemeinde mit rund 800 Einwohnern, benannt nach dem Schutzpatron aller Haustiere. Berühmt geworden ist Eros mit einem Video von Besuch bei der Oma, das seinen Besitzerin Elisabeth Rosel gedreht hat. Und dann ist der fast über Nacht explodiert. auf einem wollten immer mehr Leute sehen, wie sich Eros seine Kekse bei der Oma abholt.
Oh, ist das süß.
Yeah, million
Ist lieb.
clicks apparently.
A cookie,
Wow.
you know.
Yeah, 1.3
Yeah.
million clicks were on this video.
So, also ein Esel geht zu seiner Oma, Mensch-Oma, und holt sich Kekse ab.
I haven't seen the fucking video, man. How would I know?
Oh, sorry, man. Jesus Christ.
Back off. Millionen Klicks und unzählige Lacke. There you go. So, in a nutshell, another TikTok moment that we all know well. A donkey has become famous. The donkey's name is Eros. He's making it big as a TikTok star. He's got big contracts with
Wow.
I don't know. What's
Adidas?
something famous? Maybe a pumpkin seed oil will sponsor him.
Ja.
Maybe a carrot company. What kind of influencer could you be as a as
Die sind
a
low,
donkey
die sind
TikTok
low.
star? We were always going to go low. This story brought us down to a very low level.
A donkey.
And this is not the Heute people. This is
Yeah.
ORF Steiermark.
Wow.
But good on him. Like, he's making it big.
Ja, geil, Eros. Ich musste zuerst immer an Eros Ramazzotti denken.
Eros.
Yeah, and apparently that people are so interested in what Eros is doing that they're going to have open house days with Eros, how he eats his cookies and stuff.
Wow.
Süß.
Yeah, it's sweet, huh?
Ja, aber bei den ganzen Dingen, die gerade auf der Welt passieren, ist so ein Esel immer was Schönes, glaube ich.
Yeah, it's sweet, huh? That's the biggest news in Austria this week.
Ja, Guys, mehr haben wir nicht für euch.
That's it.
Deckel drauf machen?
No, I want to ask Nima
Ach so.
one more question, but I think we're about to put the deckel on the drauf.
Deckel on the top. Ja, ich glaube,
Put the deckel on the drauf.
we're running out of time.
We already ran out of time 2 hours ago, man. When we began.
Ja.
We should have cut it
Das war
short.
zum Scheitern verurteilt.
Nima, in
Yeah.
Vienna, like you are a master of sound. You are a scientist of sound. You love sound.
I love sound. Yeah. The way you say
Ja,
it.
Jacob, I like sound, bro.
What are the sounds of Vienna
The sounds of Vienna.
or of Austria? Because you're not from here as well. Like, what is the sounds? Oh, wait, you did it.
Yeah. Do, 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 all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The police.
That's- yeah.
The Polizei. The Popo.
Yeah. These sirens it's too much.
Yeah. They're always out and about.
If you say sounds of Vienna, this is the first thing immediately come to my head because it's
Yeah.
all over and all the time. You'll hear it. Seriously.
Yeah, that's true. The police sounds. Have you got any other sound that you would identify as very much a Vienna?
The church bell.
Yeah. Church bells. Yeah.
The
I like
church
that
bell.
though. That's very.
I like that
reassuring.
too. Yeah. That's okay. That's have
Yeah.
good vibrations.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we had one bad one, one good one.
Yeah.
What else? The tram.
Yeah.
When they want to,
The old
I
ones.
I can't
No,
produce
but-
the sound.
Die
The old
alten,
ones,
ja.
yeah.
Would you want Gabriel to do the sound for
Yes,
you?
please. Can you?
Na, wieso soll ich jetzt einen Sound von einer BIM machen können?
Because you're the
Ich weiß nicht mal, wie die macht.
master of jingles and
Jetzt
sound.
hör auf mit den Mastern da.
Sounds of
Wie macht die
Vienna.
BIM? Mir fällt der Sound gerade nicht ein. Ach so, okay, ja, passt. Okay, ja.
When they're really angry and they're like, there's an emergency, by some wanker at Schwedenplatz is standing in front, like some poor tourist gets the shit scared out of them, and then they drop their wallet,
Ja.
and then the wallet derails the tram because they had a
And
titanium
then-
steel fucking card in it.
And then there's suddenly tea and someone burned his baked hand.
He falls in the Donau
And
Canal.
then-
Shit!
Shit, mate.
Scheiße!
Welcome to Vienna.
Was sind deine
Welcome to Vienna!
Das ist aber eine coole, was sind deine Sounds auf Vienna?
yeah.
Geile Frage.
Definitely the tram. Definitely the tram. What else? I didn't think of the police car before then, but that's true. You very often hear police cars every day. I don't know if that's always the case in big cities or it's something specific to Vienna, because I know the police are very excited here to get out and do something.
Dude, it's just in Vienna, I'm telling
There's
you.
always like 500 police cars going
Yeah.
to one. Like in Salzburg this week, I had another news story that I didn't get to read because Gabriel's like winding me up. But the
I think their car doesn't function without the steering. Like
Yeah.
in order to go faster, you have to like.
yeah. But this story, apparently they had a whole shutdown in Salzburg because there was a guy apparently with a long gun walking around, but it was actually a guy with a rake. You know, like rake leaves.
Yeah.
What is it called in German?
Ein Rechen.
Rechen, that's right, yeah.
Krass, okay, witzig.
Yeah, but other sounds, the Viennese accent, definitely. Like listening to, I don't know, for some reason I always, like on the trams, like listening to people's accents is a sound for me that always reminds me that I'm in Vienna.
Ja, das finde ich schön. Bei mir sind es Marktschreier und Pferde tatsächlich.
Yeah,
Ja, am Naschmarkt. Ich bin am Naschmarkt aufgewachsen
yeah,
und da war immer irgendwie
yeah.
Oliver, egal was, halt
yeah.
Marktschreier halt einfach.
Brunnenmarkt, ne?
Ja, Naschmarkt bei mir.
Oh,
Aber.
Naschmarkt, right,
Ja,
yeah.
aber die vor allem am Naschmarkt sind sehr bekannt, dass die wirklich
Yeah.
dir die Oliven ins Maul stecken. Das war immer sehr witzig.
And that's really a music, you know, like this, how
Yeah.
they do it, they're really good at it.
Ja. Ich habe jetzt noch eine andere Frage, das will ich allgemein für den Podcast
Okay,
vielleicht.
this is going to be the
closing,
Frage
der
to
Deckel,
close
ja.
us off, so it better be
So,
fucking great.
ich will wissen von euch, was war das meistgehörteste Lied diese Woche? Welches Lied hat euch diese Woche begleitet? Wisst ihr?
Hard question for me.
Yeah.
It's a
but it's-
very good question.
But it's a good question because I always have one song for the week what I'm constantly listening to.
Everybody's looking at their Spotify right now.
No, I'm looking somewhere else.
I'm looking at my Spotify because
Okay.
that'll tell me the answer straight away.
Bei mir war es natürlich deine Musik, das ist ja ganz klar.
So full of shit.
Nima, ich würde noch nie was anderes gehört eigentlich, muss man sagen.
Echt?
Ja. Okay, ihr sucht's, dann tue ich dabei vielleicht die Frage beantworten. Oder hast du schon, Jake?
No, you. Not a song, but an artist. Once again, Lena, my colleague, who I'm mentioning again. Not a promo for Lena, but great person. Sam Henshaw. I've been listening to his music a lot, and that would probably be the music that has really powered my week.
Okay.
This week, very cool. If you got to check it out, Sam with double M Henshaw. Put it in the
Was
show
macht er
notes.
für Mucke? Ja, aber dann auch wirklich. Mir haben Leute geschrieben, Mann, was ist los mit dem Jacob? Sagt immer, er put it in Show Notes und Show Notes, nix Show Notes.
They did not. I know your friends. They're too cool for that.
Stimmt, das sind sie wirklich.
But that was really a good question, actually.
Ja.
Don't
That was
give him
really-
too much credit.
Doch,
No,
gib
but
mir.
He spent the whole week.
for me, to be honest, the ones I'm listening a lot this week is from Marino Canal. It's a kind of techno track.
Okay.
It doesn't have vocals and it's not like really commercial. It's like a club thing, but it's from Marino Canal and Evangelist Dreams.
Evangelist Dreams or Evangelist?
Evangelist Dreams.
Mhm. Okay.
And
We'll
yeah,
put it in the show notes. Show notes.
Ja.
it's
Show Notes.
it's really techno. It's kind of deep, but that one really catched me
Okay.
for this week.
Ja.
Okay.
Like when I'm driving, I listen to that.
For other music recommendations, follow Nima Yahya on his Instagram. It'll be in the show notes.
Finde ich gut, ja.
Nice. Yeah.
Bei mir war es Wolfgang Ambros in der Kinetten, wo ich schlaf.
Oh man, you're gonna have to introduce us to that.
Ja.
Okay, but we can't play it because of copyright.
Ja, leider. Aber die Lieder werden in den Shownotes sein. Hey, ich bedanke mich, Mann. Vielen Dank. Es war echt wirklich ein sehr cooles Gespräch.
Yeah.
Und danke, dass du unser erster Gast warst. Thank you that you
Thank
were
you.
Our first guest.
Thank you. Oh, was I the first
Yeah,
guest?
man, the first
Oh,
guest.
really?
First guest since
In the
Gabriel
yeah.
Okay.
joined, since the real...
Since he begged me, please join the podcast, mate. I'm alone.
Wow,
Yes,
nice.
it's
I can't.
him.
I
It's
can't.
actually my pleasure then.
Yeah.
I really felt comfortable. I
couch is
really
nice,
love it.
You mean?
Yeah, nah, I mean like in total, you know, the talkings and
Is it
everything.
that why that your pants are open or?
Yeah,
That's a bit too comfy.
That's a bit too comfy,
yeah,
bro.
but it was really.
Thanks, Nima.
I really like it. Please keep it on, keep it going.
Yeah. Nima,
Um,
thank you, man. Thank you for
Thank you,
bringing
Nima.
your energy,
It was a
your
pleasure,
smile
man.
into
It was
this
a
podcast
pleasure.
cave, the worst studio. And if you're ever in O Club, definitely jump and go extra crazy when Nima's on the decks.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he is one talented mother.
Thank you.
He's one talented sweetheart. I'm going to say one talented, sweet DJ man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sounding And don't ask him for playing your fucking songs, guys.
Yeah, if
Why not?
you do, then make sure it's
A good song what fits in the vibe.
Yeah,
Not Ricky Martin.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hot,
please.
no, you're hot
Yeah.
and cold. You're hot and you're cold. You're left and you're right.
Okay, yeah.
No? Not your jam.
Not my jam. I mean, it was my jam actually.
All right. Put the Deckel on the draft.
I put already the
Draft
Deckel.
the Deckel.
Ich habe den Deckel schon drauf. Du hast unsere letzten Worte, wenn du magst. Hast du noch irgendwas zu sagen? Das liegt am Herzen, Bro.
Nah, not really. Not really. I don't have
You
much to
can't put
say.
people on the spot like that. Now.
Yeah, it
No?
was.
No? Okay, Jacob, you're closing it.
But wait, are you going to play one of my tracks at the end?
Definitely.
Yeah,
but
can
you
we do
need to
that?
send it.
Sure.
Can we do that?
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna segue to a track from Nima. Or we're gonna pretend right now that we're segueing to
Yeah.
a track from Nima.
No, but can I choose which one?
Definitely.
No, we're going to choose one. That's too
Doch.
much. Yeah, of course you can.
There's one track which I made it exactly when I came to Vienna. So it was the first
awesome.
vibe of when it was like the first month I was in Vienna and I made it.
That's great.
So I think that's called God's Love,
Ah,
and I
That's
really
great.
like it, and it would be nice if
Nice,
we go
man.
with that one.
It will be our pleasure. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to say my catchphrase. We're going to take it out with Nima and God's
blessings. Ja.
Fuck,
Thank
I
you.
fucked it up.
Aber
Papa,
trotzdem,
Pussy.
Bussi.
Ciao.
Oh, Bussi.
And Papa.
Ja.
What happens when life breaks down? When there is systemic contradiction. And no other love can be defined until that love has properly been understood. What love is this? It is God's love. It is God's love. What happens when life breaks down? when there is systemic contradiction. And no other love can be defined until that love has properly been understood. What love is this? It is God's love.
Podcast Playtime.
Oh yeah, jetzt 5 Sterne geben.